Hope's interview with Paul Brunson on, what was it called?
We Need to Talk.
There we go. That is what we are doing today. This may take a little bit for people to come in.
Tell them why. Tell them why.
We're using a new piece of software. It's Riverside FM, and I used it earlier on today, and it's really good.
What did you use it for?
For a Michael Jackson review.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yes, so let's see if people roll in. This is the other thing. I don't know where we would see chat.
Chat's here.
Okay.
And there's no one here. Say hello.
Yes. Let us know if you are in the chat.
Also, why doesn't it tell us how many people are actually watching?
I don't know. Is that just saying that it's live on Twitch? I stopped recording. What happened? Saying we're still live.
Is there anybody there?
I'm going on my phone to see if it is.
Oh, Waving Cat Designs is in the building.
Yeah.
Says, loving your hair, Nana.
Thank you, thank you.
Nana, you look stunning.
Oh, lovely. Are we? Yeah, we're live.
We are live. We are live. People are talking to us.
Yeah.
The messages are coming through. Bear with us. The interface is completely different. You know, we'd only just come to terms with the last one. I don't know why Nana is trying to put pressure on us like that. Like I haven't got enough grey hairs.
No,
as it is.
It's so good. It's so much better. And when you finish going live, it gives you clips. So.
StreamYard did that.
No, but this one's better. I'm telling you. It's
all right.
better.
All right.
We're just trialing it for two weeks.
Right. Who is in the building? So far, we have got Kamara 25. Waving Cat Designs is in the building. Amanda is in the building. Sora Bennett is in the building. Woo! The crew is here. The crew is here. But we don't know. We have to find out how many people are watching us at the moment. So if you're watching and oh no, look, there it is. 18. There we go.
Oh, okay. It's all there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Well, let's get cracking.
Yes.
Have you guys actually, how are we doing this? Are we just watching the whole thing or are we going to jump about or?
Let's do it how we did Tyreek's.
Just kind of jumping
about.
So
we jumped a little bit. It is chaptered as well. I think Will Smith told us that in the chat. So yes, let us know.
Yes, Sora, we are on Twitch as well.
Yes, we're on Twitch.
Because that's where the cool kids are apparently.
And Facebook, if it's gone through, hopefully. I tried.
Instagram?
I didn't put Instagram on because our configurations weren't working, but that may have just been StreamYard, so I don't know.
Okay, right, let's try this.
Let's
try this. Oh yeah, this is Dami Hope. Booyah.
And then we can work out how we're going to share this as well.
I don't like that.
So not that setting.
Layout. What we want? Like that. No.
Maybe at the end.
No. Why is there two nude? Good Lord. Fun and games, innit?
I mean, we could do it, and I guess people may want to. No, if we go. No, that doesn't work either, really, does it?
No. This is all they got. Why ain't they got a picture in picture? Let's go like that.
I think the end one.
It's a bit weird.
I don't know why there's two.
All right, public chat, studio chat. How can I kick someone from the studio? Who knows? No.
Why is that?
You're logged in over there.
Oh, should I run in?
Go on then.
Do you want to put that on big?
I will put that on big. Oh, gosh. Right.
You know, the guys, and they were paying big. Like, they were paying more money than I probably had.
Dami and his accent is something else. Let's see.
Oh, it came.
Right, that is better. We're almost there. Thank you for hanging in there, guys, as we work out. Laura says this one is better. Yeah, look, she's got it. Yeah. So basically, Nana had set it up on the other computer inside the house. That's why that was still in there.
Because
we can see both of you on the screen and the screen. Brilliant. The circle. I like the circle. I thought the circle looked quite cool. But yeah, all right. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. And as it's our anniversary today, I've
give him
got
a like.
our anniversary
I
mug.
guess he has to make money.
But this one was from
Man, you can't just be asking for likes when you
for our
done the
9th
opposite of
anniversary,
what-
which was 5 years ago now. We're getting reverb. Was you always getting reverb, or did you just start getting reverb? Because it might be because Nana ran off with the other mic. Let me
Do you
know.
need the...
Let me know. Dami did talk about his accent on this interview.
Like, put your
and he
food on
explained
for
it
you and
well.
your brother.
I caught bits of it, but not the full thing. So yeah, I'm interested in that.
Did that work?
Yes, you have gone.
Okay.
Thank you, Sora. Thank you, Blair. Happy anniversary to us, indeed.
I cannot find my Mrs. cup.
Sorry, I got our anniversary cup.
Oh, for our 9th.
Just when Nana did something, now it's gone. Yes, that's fine. So when you went off with the mic, it made something go funny. But yeah, just confirm that you can hear both of us properly. There's no more reverb or anything like that. Waving Cat Designs, I just had McDonald's chicken selects. The reverb has gone.
Yeah?
Good.
Okay.
Brilliant. All right.
Lovely jobs.
Should have thought about that.
Woo!
Is that like, there we go. Bit of
You
cheap.
remember that one time when I got no Prosecco and I was so disappointed?
Is that like the alcohol-free Prosecco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
do
thought it
remember.
was Prosecco on a
on a
the cheap.
Who else? Hey, Evans fam. Big up Safs in the building. Big up Blair says sound is good.
Yeah.
Waving Cat Design says happy anniversary, Nee and Nana. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're spending it with us. Hopefully I won't cry this time round watching Dami.
Yes, you did go a little bit there, innit?
Yeah.
Did go a little bit.
I like this interview. I think it's very good.
All right, where shall we start from?
Let me get the thing up so I can see you guys.
Do we want to start from how and when Dami applied, or do we want to start from who caught Dami's eye?
Do we have this cat rocks into be our producer? No, we had somebody else actually telling us what to do the last time as well. But if anybody knows the really good bits, throw it into the chat as well.
Carissa Cash Stuff says, happy anniversary, family. Love you, cuz. Love you too, cuz. Love you, Nan.
Yeah, love you.
Waving Cat Design says, are we going to see the MJ movie? Nana's seen it already.
I have
absolutely no interest in watching that film.
Do you want me to tell you a lot about it before we start? Shall I tell you about the film?
Somebody said, who caught Dami's eye, please? What happened to Dami's eye?
I have not seen if anything happened to his eye. Let me know if you want me to give you my honest review. If you're going to go and watch it tomorrow when it opens up in theatres, I will tell you from my perspective what I thought of the film. I do think it's really watchable though. I'm going to go and see it again. I'm going to take a Kaijo and his friend.
Who?
His friend.
Okay.
Can't say his friend.
Can't say his friend's name.
Yeah.
All right, coolio. Nobody's responded. I don't think nobody cares for your
one little story.
Michael Jackson review. I had a story I wanted to tell, and I can't remember what it was. I did want to talk about something. Yeah, doesn't matter.
No, Waving Cat Design said yes. Go on.
I missed it. All right,
it's coming up. It's coming up.
Go on then.
All right. Okay. So, what I think is, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10 as well. So
that's not a recommendation.
Average. Okay. Because there's a few bits. For the music, it's absolutely stunning, and the nostalgia and the performances flawless. Like his nephew does a brilliant job. But on storyline and script, it is thoroughly Channel 5 standard. You won't know anything new about Michael Jackson, and there'll be lots of parts where you're like, why didn't they talk about this? Why have they left that out? Why is Janet not there? Why is Ribby not there? Why is Randy not in it? Like, there's quite a few bits where you will be like, come on now. Like, why are we just seeing LaToya? And
who is LaToya? What part did Latoya play
Latoya is
in the Jackson family legacy
She's the
that
only
she's
girl
in this film?
that was like, I'm gonna be there. So oftentimes she's just standing next to her mum, like looking sad, and she has a couple of lines. But for the nostalgia and his practices, like just how dedicated he was to music and the arts, and it's very inspiring.
But
And
did we
the
not know this
music-
before?
I know, but the music, like you feel like you're in a concert. The direction in the music front is phenomenal. Like seeing it in the cinema, it is. There's parts of it that are brilliant, and there's lots of parts where you will be like, I could have watched this on TV. But just for the feel of being immersed in an almost concert with other people, other Michael Jackson fans, I think it's worth going to the cinema just to support them. But remember, it is a 6 out of 10 film. So you're doing it for the camaraderie, not because you're going to be watching anything that is spectacular as like Tina Turner or Ray. It's not in that realm of cinema whatsoever. And Michael Jackson deserves better as well.
So for the price that it costs to go to the cinema these days,
Yeah.
why would anybody pay money based on that review?
Because you're gonna feel, it's gonna like get you in your feels about Michael Jackson.
You could
And
probably
you're gonna,
find that in an internet forum.
I know, but it's different when you're in the cinema and there's people wearing like new Michael Jackson t-shirts, and folks have on a glove and they're all dressed up and they're singing all the songs. For that, it was so fun. Each time a song came up, like the whole cinema was singing the songs. It's just when you walk away and you're like, I learnt nothing new, and there was very little dialogue. But to say you saw the film, I understand why people would go. And if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you know, it's a part of his lore. You just got to go and watch it. That's my review.
Well, thanks for that. Throwing my money at the film now.
Someone said, I'd rather listen to his album.
110%. Like 110%. Like, no, this is not it. But yes.
Saf says, how did his nephew do? Brilliant. His nephew is the only reason why it's a 6. Because if it wasn't for his nephew, I would say everybody else and what we see, it would be a 3 out of 10. If it wasn't for his nephew. His nephew pushes it up because he is
This is not
so
a good film. This is not a good film.
No, it's an average film. It's a 6 out of 10.
In this current climate, nobody has any business spending their money to go and watch that film. No. That family
has enough money.
They have enough money. They do not need yours. Put it towards your electricity bill. No.
But if you want to just sing some songs and be amongst MJ fans, go and watch it. Just don't expect it to be spectacular.
As Will Smith said, nobody's going to be dressed up at the Stratomodium.
You'd be surprised.
No.
You'd be surprised.
No. Yeah, exactly. Sash is like 3?
Yeah. Honestly,
That's not...
a very expensive Channel 5 film, really.
I think that is like
what it actually is.
The worst review. Like, I would hate to make a feature film and then people be like, it's a Channel 5 film.
Listen, it's got 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm really giving it. I'm giving it some welly. Like, just for how I felt in the cinema is why I'm giving it a 6.
27%.
Yeah, 27%. I saw one review and they gave it 1 star out of 5.
Saf says, is it emotional at all?
It's, you know what makes it emotional? You just really thinking, fuck, he's not here. That's what it is. It's more
yeah, but he's not been here for a minute.
I know, but it's just you see how phenomenal he is, and then you think back to, he just went too soon. That's what makes it emotional. But no, I didn't shed a tear, and I can cry for chips. I didn't cry. Even when he did Ben, I did hear some people sniffing. I was like, please get a grip. But it may mean something to them. Maybe they lost a pet or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yes.
Are we done with this Michael Jackson nonsense? Right. Back to business. Your boy Dami Hope has been sitting down with Mr. Paul C. Brunson talking about his ex-girlfriend, Indiyah Polack. Indiyah Polack in the restaurant with the light-skinned boy.
Wow.
Doing
maybe that was just the beginning of their stuff. We don't actually know what truly took place with Indiyah Polack.
And I'm betting that they haven't just kissed.
I think not, because that girl, I swear she said it was like 11 or something when she filmed them. I need to actually go back and find her little why she put it online, because I swear she says the time and everything. And we'll see it anyway. He says that the girl didn't come home until the next morning. So afternoon. So what was you doing after that kiss took place, Indiyah? I think she was doing the horizontal bombata.
She's getting the sonic wings knocked out of her.
The monkey dance.
Nah, it's out of order. It's out of order. All right, where are we starting from? Who caught Dami's eye in the villa?
Yeah. Let's go there.
Right. Amber and then Paige but like, yeah, just like
it was Indiyah who caught your eye.
It was Indiyah to cut my eye first.
But the public had chosen Amber.
Yeah, they did.
Right,
yeah.
for you to couple up with. All right, so once something like that happens, but someone else has caught your eye, how do you navigate that? And then also, I mean, I've been doing reality TV forever. I know production is in there trying to work their situation
with their little webs and suggestions. Are you sure this is what you want to do, bro? Like, that's when I knew, okay, this is production driven. Okay, we gonna make some TV then.
Yes. And how did you find the TV aspect? Because a lot of people find that difficult.
The TV aspect,
the fact that if there was no TV, if you were literally a bunch of people in a villa, you could just walk up, talk to anybody you want to. But because it's a TV show, that you have to have it structured in a way that drives entertainment.
I feel like for me, subconsciously, you kind of notice these things that they put in place because, like, say for instance, I want to go talk to someone, like I want to go speak to her. I'll be on my way to speak to her, and suddenly I'm getting, oh no, Dami, come over here, and I was like, wait, what? It's because then it's like, then they put someone else with this person that I wanted to speak to, or you know what I mean, or I'm having a conversation that I feel like is going really well with someone, but then obviously this person has now been sent over here to like talk to this person. I'm just like, okay, guys, you know, but like, I feel like that was the frustrating part about it, because it's like, I want to be able to speak to people. I thought when I'm coming here, I'm going to have like free will to actually just speak to the people that I want to speak to and build on it. And I get like, give everyone a chance. But going back and looking back at the show, because I did watch it to be honest. And I remember looking back, and I remember some of the first conversations like Indiyah and I had, they weren't even there.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, these are moments where like, I feel like these were building blocks for us as well, that would have been like quiet, but you would have noticed that, oh, these guys actually get along. Yes. And I'm seeing that you're putting the clip with her and Davide, who inherently just not even attracted to her anyway. And it's like, what's the point of, you know, this? Do you get what I mean? It's almost like it becomes a little game.
Yes.
At a certain point.
But so on this, I think what's so hard, and this is a challenge that I think every reality dating show has, is, to your point, is a lot of people are themselves, but a puffed up version, an exaggerated version of themselves. And then some people are just outright faking and fraudulent with who they're representing to be. So how do you form a relationship with romantically or even platonically with people when you're each other's representatives and not each other? You know what I mean? Like, so even in that first conversation with Indiyah, how do you know, like, you're getting to know her versus representation of her?
That's the thing. I feel like you don't, because like when you come out the villa, like that, feel like that's when, like, the person that you did speak to, those parts of them are still there, but it's not really the full representative of that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you figure it out. You actually find out about it when you come out, because like Indiyah is like soft-spoken, quiet, you know, gentle, but then on the outside, she's feisty, she's loud, she can speak up, she does this. And it's like, obviously on the show, I get it, as a Black woman as well, you might have to keep yourself at a certain, you know, wavelength to appease to, you know, so which I fully understand and I get it. That's why, but most of the time as well, like, she just didn't actually care too much. She was just living in a bubble, like a peaceful bubble, as she would always say.
Yeah.
So, you know, you notice they're doing things, or they be whispering, or they be like saying this and that, and it's like they're finding out intel, or they're this, and it's like.
See, what he's saying about you only really know who the person is when you get onto the outside, it made me think about Sammy and Kieran, that maybe in there he was one way, then when she got on the outside, saw who he is with his friends and his family, she was like, absolutely not. Maybe she really saw that he is probably quite immature, probably not as driven. Like, I think what we were presented with is just the TV personality, but on the outside, you're going to really see them. So I understand why she ran away. It just made me think that.
Why did you decide to throw Kieran under the bus?
I'm just saying.
Or maybe she had a plan all along.
What, to get with Ty?
Yeah, and to get the 25 grand deposit on her house that she's just bought.
She didn't. No, come on.
What?
For how quick that has gone through, she must have been in the process of buying a house.
Obviously, but it helps, innit? It's going to replenish the funds.
Like, now you're being performative, and we can tell, but I'm not calling out no names, because, you know, it's a long time ago.
Right.
But, and I get it. Everyone came in for, you know, different reasons. So, and I guess, like, if you're there to build your own, like, whatever it is, you're going to do the things that you feel like you need to do to get that.
Yeah, for sure. Can we talk about Casa more? Because I think that's when your star power, if you will, and Indiyah's star power and your relationship went to another level.
Yeah.
So do you remember that? And did you, and also as you're going into that, because you don't know what the audience is thinking. So what were you thinking the audience was thinking?
I feel like before going into that, and like looking back at it now, because obviously I was in the villa, Indiyah and I weren't that intense yet, and we'd only like kissed, like, you know, a couple of times. I don't even think we shared a bed yet, or I can't even remember. I don't think we had shared a bed or anything yet. And it was a thing where it's like, I feel like on the outside, I feel like parasocially, people are looking at something else, and it's more intense for them than it is for us. And we'd have this conversation. I remember me, Jax, Paige, and Indiyah, we'd have this conversation about, like, we feel like Casa Moore's coming up because we've reached this, because we all know, like, 4 weeks, Casa Moore has to be coming up. So we're all having conversations, and we're talking about, like, oh yeah, we're all going to be open-minded, like, we're all still going to explore and, you know, talk to people or whatever.
Okay.
But obviously the audience don't see these conversations.
Right.
So for us, we already, like, have spoken, and we know, like, that, like what we're going to, like, you know, be open-minded to do or whatever. So then Casa Moore happens, and I feel like outside world looking in, it's like I'm the only one that's now stepped out of this relationship that's not even a relationship, because we've probably only kissed 3 times.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But outside world looking in, they're thinking, oh, nah, this guy's a villain. He's just like going crazy, and he's just trying to get with all the girls. But it's like, I'm just doing things that, like, are familiar to me when I'm actually dating someone, and, like, I'm trying to get to know someone. And in that short space of time, it was like, you know what, this is a connection that I feel like I could build on. And I feel like Indiyah was just like me, so I feel like she's gonna obviously talk to people as well. There could be black boys there. I was thinking in my head, there could be a boy from South London that, you know what I mean, that she relates to. So in my head,
Do you know what surprises me? Maybe it's a bit ignorant, but what I like and what surprises me about Dami is that he's very switched on when it comes to blackness for somebody that grew up in Ireland. Like, he's very, like even earlier when he speaks about, like, how black women would be perceived on a show like this and whatnot have you. And it's just, yeah. I like the boy.
I'm like thinking, like, I don't know what's going on, and it's such a short space of time to, like, you know, say, okay, this is, like, I'm locked off, because I didn't come on this show to pretend to be someone I'm not, or to, like, sacrifice my whole experience because of what, like, the audience might, you know, think or want when you're not even in the show. Do you know what I mean? So when this whole situation happened, and I don't know, I got like an inkling, that sis was coming back with something anyway. So I was like, you know what? Let's burn the whole place down. Let's have some fun. And I remember I went to have a meeting with, I think, probably one of the producers or whatever. And then I was just like, oh, I remember I went back down because I had to, like, do my speech of, like, who I want to pick back. And I was like thinking, bro, we gotta go crazy over here. We're gonna, at the end of it, you gotta say summer's not over. You gotta like, we gotta
So this really was your line.
This is really my line, bro. I was like, no, we gotta pump it up, because if the world is obviously like, because I got told, like, obviously when I was like in Casa, I remember, I think obviously there was the two girls, the China and Summer, and I think obviously I was getting to know the both of them more so, and I remember obviously I think I kissed Summer, but then I wanted to kiss China as well, because I just wanted to. I'm a urinary, I'm a lipster. I just wanted to see like if the sparks would fly. And I remember, I think I was about to do China, and then they came over to me like, "Oh, Dami, chill out, man. You're doing too much." And I said, "Oh, okay, fair enough, cool. Since you obviously all feel that way, you know, you gotta go hard or go home, bro."
Because a lot of people would pull back.
No,
if someone just said you're doing too much, I think most people would pull back.
Nah, I just felt like I was thinking in my head, bro, everybody's probably against me right now. So you know what I mean? Let's just make good TV. Like, let's make good TV. Yeah. And I like, in my line, the line might sound cringy now, like, you know, people watching it, but in that space, being in that, it's like, you know what? Let's go, guys. You know what I mean? And then obviously, I think Sis came in, and she obviously had someone by her arm. I remember she was just talking about like, "Oh, I see his true colors now." And mind you, I don't know what she's done, but I just know she's come back with someone. Yes. I'm restraining myself and be like, "Are you colorblind? Because you're here too with someone else." Because we had this thing where it's like we're both heartbreakers, and we had that thing, and it was almost like an alley-oop to a dunks type of situation, and it was like, wow, well done, girl.
Yes. Well, so you had respect. You had more respect for her after that.
Yeah, like I never stopped liking her when she left, and even when she came back, it's a situation where it's like, obviously it's awkward to see, but I wasn't upset. I wasn't hurt about it, even though people, you know, said, "Oh, I was so angry," whatever. I wasn't upset, because at the end of the day, I'm a fair person, and I'm like a person that's like, you know, maybe they actually get on, and at the end of the day, it doesn't mean our story is over. It just means like we've got to expand and build on to if we're supposed to, you know, be together.
Right. That's a great window to emotionally how you were feeling, because at night, I'm sure there's lots of ideas coming in your mind, because you said the producers were saying you were doing too much. You see Indiyah with someone else, right? You now want to be with her. You're coupled off with someone else.
Yeah.
So walk us through what you were feeling at night.
I was feeling anxious. I was feeling like, did I just lose something that I actually really wanted? I was feeling like, how do I even like approach the situation? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about what steps do I take to like kind of show her and reintroduce that, like, you know, this is actually what I want, and it's you. And then I remember there would be sometimes like I'll try to go talk to her, and the producers do what the producers do again, be like, "No, not today. Give it." I'm like, why?
What was something that you did that was a loophole or like a, you know, a sneaky way to try to get to her?
You'd be doing like, you know, when you're not supposed to like talk after, like, you know, when you're going to bed, and obviously we didn't share a bed and stuff, but I remember like I'd speak to her sometimes through the day, or like we'd like be passing and like try to do little touches and just try to be like, "Oh, do you know what I mean? Just remember I'm still here. You know, I'm still here," kind of thing. And we have like little conversations that would like kind of just like amplify like, oh, you know, what I'm feeling and whatever she's feeling. And then I think there was a point where it's like, this one was like so viral, where I think I went to go sleep outside with Andrew, and then she must have followed me, and it was like a whole romantic thing of us just, you know, running to each other. And that's when I knew, yeah, no, it's game over.
Gotcha. You knew it. Yeah, you knew it was something real.
Yeah, it's mine now.
Yes. Can anyone tell me why roaming fees are always so expensive? Really? I feel like every time I get back from travel, to give it a prize did not make the edit.
I feel like you come on and you hear all this, like, you know, whirlwind of news of like, oh, I'm this person and I'm villainized now, and it's like, okay, you know, where do I even start from? Because how do I even explain myself? Because what you have is these edits that you've seen, but yet that's not even me for real.
Right.
You know?
Right. So you feel as if you were painted as a villain.
Yeah, after like the whole like situation, I was painted as a villain that, you know, did something, and I'm angry that, you know, she did it back. You know what I mean? Some, you know, like, yeah. But like it wasn't something that upset me in the beginning, because obviously that was the like the lore of Love Island. This happens. Like, I've watched it from previous seasons. I make up my own mind about people, but I don't hold them to that, because at the end of the day, I know it's a TV show. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then parasocially, people are so invested and they spin on stories themselves and they make stuff up, and
I hate that word.
it still happens to this day.
Yes, yes.
Just about
You know, even to get into parasocial relationships is because I love how you're using
We're
the
talking about
term,
guys.
because I feel like that's exactly what makes these shows so popular.
Yeah.
Is that it's not just a passive viewing, it's that the people who watch, a lot of the people who watch these shows form relationships. And typically what I see is that they see themselves in one or two of the contributors. So if they feel as if you have done a contributor wrong, and they have aligned themselves or formed a bond with that contributor, they feel like you've now done them wrong.
Yeah.
And you definitely become the villain.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You said it all.
Yeah, in the villain.
I don't think I remember.
Do you believe
anything
you
standing out
fell
there yet.
in love with Indiyah there?
I feel like at first, like I said I did, and I think I did, but then I feel like when I got outside is when I really, really fell in love, like with her, you know, because like dad loved her, mom loved her, and it's like we're from two different cultures, but you know we made it work, and it's like a lot of things, like, you know, you just like gravitate towards each other and you think the same way, or we're building this thing together, and it's just like it was fun, you know.
Yeah, and I think also the fact that you met on a show that, you know, historically not a lot of couples come out of.
Yeah.
But you then had to experience a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
But even if we can talk about you all coming third, because that in itself was history.
Yeah.
Like that was major. So going into that final, when you knew that you all were a final couple, right? How did that feel? Because what I'm picking up from you is you really didn't care much about what was happening outside of the show because you had found someone who you were genuinely interested in.
Yeah. I feel like coming into the finals and knowing I was there from the beginning and I was the first guy there to reaching that, it's like, even though we were third, it's like, it just further amplified the fact that I'm a born winner. Because like even through all the transgressions and all the early dumpings and everything else, is like I still fought my way to get to where we are here. And us coming third was historical. I remember the whole uproar, like no black couple has ever, like, you know, gotten that far. And it was like that Ekinsu and Davide, we always knew they were gonna win. Like they had my vote too, to be honest, bro. They were making some good TV for me while I was in there, bro. I was like, oh my God, there ain't no way we're beating them. Like, they were funny. So it was like so it didn't even bother me that like, oh yeah, it was forced or whatever. It was just like the fact that we were actually there with all our friends and like we've all done this journey together. And it was just like a moment of like, wow, because you came out with like, aside from a girlfriend, came out with like real like life like long friends.
Yes.
You know, so it was like it was an experience. It's like, you know me, I love friendship.
Yes.
So it's a thing for me. It's like I've done a new experience now, and now I even have more friends. I have new friends. So it's like
just a win.
Just a win, bro. It was good.
Just a win.
But
it was close between second and third. Very close.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. If only Ireland could vote.
Yeah.
If only Ireland could vote, man.
I didn't realize
Ireland can't vote, and they all watch it as well. So it's like a whole big thing where it's like, just let the Irish vote too. You know what I mean? Because like I think the app doesn't work because it's on the UK Apple software, whatever.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work in Ireland, so they can't even like vote. Yeah, that's
definitely
the thing. That's what I'm saying.
You could have won,
bro. They were behind me, man.
Oh my! I didn't realize that. That's wild. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to change that.
Bro. Yeah, you need to do something about that.
All right,
man.
done.
Let's use our platforms and change that, bro.
Let's change that right now. Right now. So, but still, third is not bad.
It's not bad, no.
When you get out of the villa, when do you first when do you and Indiyah, when do you feel like you two become an official couple?
I feel like probably when we moved into our house, because we used to stay my grandma's and then sometimes we stay in her mom's, and then when we first got our first like apartment, that's when it felt like, oh, because I've never really lived with like a girlfriend, like, and actually we're paying rent together for a spot, you know what I mean?
Probably his first.
And we're like building on this spot and this, you know, decorating and buying TVs, you know what I mean, moving in. So I feel like that's when it's like, you know, it really grounded that, oh yeah, we're really official.
Yes.
You know?
I would imagine that there was a lot of pressure immediately to then sustain that? Because so many couples break up so quickly. Did you feel any of that?
You know what? There was a lot of pressure in the sense of like, I would be making TikToks and, you know, you're trying to build your platform. You're trying to like, I'm just having fun with it because this is my first time coming into this like trajectory of, you know, fame and everyone knows who you are. And it's like, I'd want to collab with people or friends, but, you know, parasocially, they'd be looking like, why is he with everybody else but Indiyah? Do you know what I mean? Mind you, we speak all the time. We're together all the time. And she's doing meetings. She's, you know, she's about to start building this career of hers and she's doing all these things. But I'm outgoing. I'm meeting up with, you know, friends that we have in there. I'm making, you know, content and TikToks, but everybody has something to say. And it's like, to continue this whole villain narrative, oh, he doesn't even care about her, or he's embarrassing her, or she's a stronger woman than, you know, than me. And it's like, when do I get to actually live, guys? Because it's like, relationship-wise, we're good. But then I feel like seeing all these things, I feel like there was a point maybe start getting to her and, you know, start affecting all what she's thinking. And in her head, she's actually starting to think, oh, is there something that she's missing here as well with, you know, all these little collabs that you're doing, these, like, Paige is one of our friends that I would do, and she started thinking, okay, maybe there's something she's missing. Or I'd go to Ireland and there'll be like an Irish, you know, influencer as well. We're all at the same network. And you know, it's just like, people seeing, you know, worlds collide, but it didn't break us. It's just things obviously we'd speak about, and then, you know, there'll be boundaries put in place, or you'd be like, you know, just take a step back from doing this, or, you know, stop doing stuff for, you know, just girls, just so the noise would just stop.
I
see, you know what I mean?
I see it. Can I even ask too, is when you came out, right? Because you said something really interesting to me at the beginning of going into Love Island, is that you were just doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't a brand build for you, right? Do you think Indiyah, was she doing it as a brand build? And I'm not trying to disparage her in that, but I guess where I'm going is that because I've talked to a lot of influencers, and those who use television platforms, what they'll do is that they'll set up their everything, their socials, they'll get agents, they'll set it up so that when they come out of the television project, they can immediately start using that, leveraging that. And I'm wondering, was that her desire? Because then if so, because I feel like when she got out, she really catapulted. Her popularity shot up quickly.
Yeah, I feel like hers was kind of like, she came in, I don't know the reasons, I can't speak for her, but I do feel like when she came out though, it was a fresh start for her too. There was nothing put in place, and everything, like, she was hot cake. Everybody wanted, you know, the girl that said made the best heartbreaker win, you know? So it was like hot cake, she's pretty, and like people just wanted her in it. It's like she was like the star it girl. So I feel like everything just like happened for her, like, you know, just like naturally, you know?
Okay. So her career is taking off. Do you feel that her career is moving faster than yours?
Not necessarily, actually. I feel like in that space, I actually wasn't even thinking about what was happening, because I was having meetings with management and, you know, talking about different things, and I was getting deals. I was seeing like money that I didn't see, you know, like I could never see in one incident. At first, I'm like, I'm doing good. So I wasn't really like focused on her. Obviously, I'm seeing like the big, like, you know, PLT or whatever looking for her, and that's a big conglomerate, yes. And like, but on my side is like Boohoo are looking for me too, and they're trying to pay, but I'm saying no, because obviously I didn't want to do fast fashion. I wanted to, because I don't wear that stuff anyway. And it's like, if I am going to brand build and stuff, that's not the way I can go. And it's not as easy for guys to navigate outside of that when they do it. So like, girls can do PLT and do whatever and still manage to do this. But if I did that, it's like I become boxed in. Now I'm just another one of, you know, the guys, and they were paying big, like they were paying more money that I probably I've seen like once for like a year contract, and I'll keep saying no, and then they'll keep like asking me, no, come on, are you sure? We'll up it. But I'll still stand in my ground that it's not for me.
Can you share how much were they offering?
I think they were offering like, at first it was like maybe near like 200K, and it was just like
for 1 year.
Yeah, for 1 year, and it was like, then they come back and they say, oh, we can even get you to do your own collab, and it would just be you, and we'll even add more. And I was still just saying,
I would have taken that 200K, and then I would have used it to build my thing. And then when people are like, but you're saying you're like this person, but you took 200K from Boohoo, I was like, I had to go inside, infiltrate the man, take the man's money.
I mean, I don't know of how. I get what he's saying. Thinking about it though, the guys, they usually do a Boohoo collab, and then you don't see them again. And I guess depending on who your manager is, maybe smart to tell you, look, when you do that brand, that cuts you off from this brand, that brand. So they may all be doing like 50K stuff, but you'll amass more money than if you. I just hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, well.
And he was in the good times though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not the same.
You know, it's just not. It's not for me, and I don't want to be boxed in, and I don't want to have like a hard time trying to like, I do this because of the money, and then suddenly now when I'm trying to like navigate these brands that I actually do want to work with don't want to work with me. I feel like all the things I did at that early on really worked out for me, because I would get bigger jobs later down the line. Do you know what I mean? And they'll all add up to even way more than that.
Right.
So do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you offer me 200K, but by the end of the year finish, I made way more than that. And I feel like the first year I probably made like maybe like 550, 600.
Hey!
So it's like,
Wait, hold on, damn it.
yeah, so it's like,
Love Island.
Have we got 4 more years? Chaka Kai onto Love Island?
No, it'd be too young. You do it in your 20s.
Oh, mate.
It's got a decade. I don't think it'll be round in a
You
decade.
see this nephew of ours, man? We got one tall, good-looking boy who... I'll pimp him out in a second.
So annoying, because he actually, the thing is though, he's either gonna be really quiet or really feisty.
Yeah.
So he may not do well either way on there, but visually, oh my God, my nephew would fly. But his personality type, I don't know if it's for reality TV. Without him getting cancelled and me having to fight people. It's just long. Actually, he needs to stay away from it all because my heart can't take it.
it's good. There's a lot of money though. And you know, bro. And the thing
Hold on, wait. Cheers on that, man. Cheers on that.
Yeah,
That man, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're drinking.
I like that. I really do. Because I'm assuming that was a lot more than you were being paid as a microbiologist.
Oh yeah, bro. Bro, my dad was so happy now. Bro, it was shopping time. You know, it was shopping time.
Wait, he was a microbiologist.
Yeah.
He's so Nigerian.
Yeah. he wanted to do like English or writing or something like that, and his dad was like, but there's no money in that. So he also did like science and is a smart guy. So he was like, let me just go down the side.
I like this boy.
Time. Nah, it was shopping time. Like I remember the first time I got like my paycheck. I think my best friend wanted to buy a car. I sent him at least half of the money for the car that he wanted.
Right.
Bro, just send him money left and right. Who wants? Because like these are the people that I've come up with.
Yes.
And now I'm here in this space.
Is this your best friend?
Yeah, best friend Wally.
Wally, who you were at the house when you decided?
Yeah. It was like one of my girl's birthdays. I was like, let's go Dior, man. What do you want? Because it's like, now you guys, when we were like, you guys grew with me. So it's like, I have like anything you ever need from me.
Wow.
I got you. So, and then obviously my family as well. Just have to take care of them first.
Yeah.
So it's always just being that way.
Yeah.
And then blowing a lot of cash on presents and birthday gifts and stuff like this. And
which I love. Can we get into you and Indiyah?
Okay. That's why we are here.
As much as you want to go. I would love to know, what did you love about her?
I feel like I loved her like feistiness. Like she was her own character, and she was, able to speak. Like she just spoke up for whatever it is that she wanted to speak up for, and she wasn't shy about if she didn't want to do something, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And I like that. Like she just stood on her own ground.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Now, with Indiyah as well, I've noticed, and if I could just pick up on this, is that in our conversation so far, you've been very calm and cool.
Yeah.
But every time we touch on Indiyah is where I see nervous.
It's not even nervous. It's just like, it's a situation. Obviously, we're not together anymore. And it's like, it's just, we're not together anymore. It's like, it's it's an uncomfortable situation because obviously I've never been in this like type of situation before, and now I have been, and it's just the whole like, if you want to get into it, just to get into it, it's like, you know, we were in a good place, like we were good, we were still together, and you know, there's a lot of boundaries in place that mostly were set by her, and obviously,
which were what were some of these
just
boundaries?
like in terms of like me, female friendships, you know, like anything around girls, or just like, you know, coming back home late and just making sure you call in, or you know, just all these like things that like just set by her, like things we would say we do together first, and if you're gonna do with someone else, you'd say it or you'd ask or whatever, but they'd all be by her, but then majority of them would be broken by her, you know. And then I feel like in this situation as well that has happened, it was kind of shocking, obviously.
So you were together for 4 years?
Almost 4 years. Like
almost
we're coming 4 years, yeah.
Okay, so over the 4 years, or over the 3 years and change that you and Indiyah were together, you had moved in together. All right, so you're living together. Were you already you were committed to each other?
Yeah, committed to each other for so long. We did so many anniversaries, so many holidays, we did everything together, you know?
Were you talking about marriage?
Yeah, we talked about marriage. It's a thing like in our household, like we both know our cultural differences and the cultural like humor that we can kind of share beside each other. Obviously, she's Jamaican, I'm Nigerian, and you know what they say about Nigerians, 419, they all cheat. Like we made these type of jokes, and I remember one time I went on this radio show and I made the joke about like, oh, like we can skip the ring, you know what I mean, because we can have babies, because obviously like, you know, blah blah, which I get, like it's a sensitive joke outside of like, you know, our household and the things that we're comfortable with.
Right.
And, you know, I apologize for that, but it's just like dark humor, and you know, a lot of the things that I do end up saying online to get me in trouble is from a place of like just humor and jokes, and you know.
But I see though that what could have happened, is that you take all of those, it then underscores that villain.
Yeah, and it all just keeps on like, you know, bringing this whole villain narrative, and I feel like that's what it's been pitted against me for, you know, this situation that's happened, because there's a difference between like, you know, the reality of how people are and then the image, right? And I feel like the reality of me is I'm carefree, I share everything, I want to be open with the world. If you're a fan of me or you like me, I want to give you me. Do you know what I mean? There's no reason for me to like hide. But then I guess on the other side, on her side, because she would go out and she'd have as much fun as I'm having, but she just won't post it. And maybe the ones that she's posting is like she's just watching TV in the living room. So it's always like she's always at home, but I'm always outside.
Right. So you feel as if people were already accusing you. They not feel, you saw it.
Yeah, they did.
Samantha, I'd love to hear what you think would. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Samantha said something must have been wrong, not excusing what she did, but she went outside for a reason, and I'd love to hear her side. If Dami went outside, do you want to listen to what his reason is?
People, they've been accusing me. Outside, cheating, I'm gay. They attack my masculinity just from how I dress, from like me being expressive with like, you know, my fashion. I can get my nails done, I can put on makeup. Just like all these little things they were used to, like, you know, paint this picture of me as a person that isn't even me. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't care about being expressive. I want to be this way. I want to live my truth. I want to be myself. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like all these things have been, you know, used now against me, especially in this situation. And it's a thing where it's like, it's unfair, but at the same time, it's like, it's the aim of the game that I got into. Do you know what I mean? So I get it, but it's unfair.
It's entirely unfair. And I want to unpack all of those because I think it's important for us to get your opinion on each of those. But something that you also mentioned that we have to talk about is you talked about there's a cultural difference between you and Indiyah, right? So you are Nigerian heritage, Indiyah Jamaican heritage. How did that cultural difference show up for good or bad in your relationship?
I feel like more or less, I feel like we come from different types of like households, where mine is so traditional. It's full of like, you know, you have to greet, it's very respectful. And I guess like in her household, like
that's smoking weed.
Lovely people, but then I would sense the difference in like I don't know how to say it, like, without, because I'm not trying to sound rude or anything like that, but there is a definite difference in how she speaks to her mom is not how I speak to my mom. Do you know what I mean? I'd have to put auntie in front of her mom's name. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like this, like different things. But she'd obviously do it as well because I would teach her the difference in the culture. Whereas I feel like mine's very traditional, but then hers is a bit more free.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
So I tell you what, I mean, so being from, you know, being Jamaican,
Yeah.
what I've noticed as a big difference. So it was interesting. Most of my best friends growing up were either Jamaican or Nigerian, right? And at the end of the day, we're all Jamaicans are basically from Nigeria anyway.
Yeah. I tried to say that one time, bro. I tried to say that one time. They were like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not."
If you trace it back,
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, Ghana or Nigeria, man. I'm trying to say that.
It's pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? We are all family.
Yeah.
All family. And that's something that I think we also need to remember is that we are all family. And what society tries to do is divide not only us, but divide everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's how you disempower people. But one thing I noticed is distinctly is that I feel like most Nigerian households that I know of are very patrifocal, right? Most of the family revolves around the male patriarch, right? So the father figure, making the primary decisions, etc. In every Jamaican household that I've been close to, including mine, it's matrifocal.
Yeah, that's what,
and revolves around the mother.
The mother, yes, yes.
My grandma was like she was it.
I actually get that. I actually agree with you. Yeah,
she was it. And so when I've seen Nigerian and Jamaican marriages, I've seen that sometimes is a friction point, right? Did that show up at all? Is that what you're getting to as well, or not necessarily?
I don't feel like it showed up, but I do feel like there's in some cases where it felt like, you know, I mean, maybe I felt like an outsider, you know, with
her family.
Yeah, with her family. It's like, yeah, I fit in, I accept, but then I feel like there is a certain level of, you know, things they probably think of me because of, you know, the parasocials are put online as well, and it just became like maybe I'm not, you know, the same as you guys or something, and I felt like that sometimes. And I feel like it kind of starts showing up like towards the end, you know what I mean? I feel like it starts showing up there because I just didn't feel comfortable anymore.
So you think it was more so what was being said about
what was
you?
being said about me and just how it felt like I was now being treated, and it's just a bit, it's just different. And I guess maybe it's like it's the jokes, it's the stuff that, you know, the internet, you know, are putting against me. I think I remember I wore like an outfit to the Mobos or something, and I did my hair back, and I had like earrings, and then, you know, the internet wanted to diss me about whatever fashion is that I did. I thought I ate. I still think I ate. It doesn't even affect me, but, you know, things like that. If the internet's saying something bad, then I feel like they'd start believing what the internet's saying, and then
her and her family.
Yeah. Not her. I feel like she'd understand me because obviously, but maybe her family just like, oh, maybe because, you know, maybe I'm zesty, or maybe I'm actually, you know what I mean? All these little things, and it's like I could gauge it, I could see it, and it's like, you know,
right. So you feel like, not to put words in, because, but I don't know if you felt this way. You feel like maybe her family didn't feel as if you were masculine.
Yeah, so, I think so simple as that. Probably. Okay. I think maybe eventually I think it probably came to a point where it was like that.
So then, Dami, help me understand what happened, because just
help me understand something. So, Indiyah, if your family are looking at Dami and are telling you is white and I'm masculine, yeah? And then you think the answer to that is Marlon?
Obviously, she likes a pretty guy. As he was saying though, Indiyah, they would get dressed together. It's not like she's like, oh, don't wear that. She was okay with it. But you can imagine he is getting coated off and she is having to hear that. Just if you think of how it was going on socials when Dami would do anything and people are tagging Indiyah being like, you need to drop this dude. For years, throughout their relationship, you either had the people that really liked them or the ones that were telling Indiyah, leave him. Even now, they're still saying, yeah, but what did you do to make her cheat on you? Like, it's just, he can't win, really. And we know what that mum thing is like. Like, that is a thing, especially if there is a succession of people that are single. It's not like you're that valued as a man. you can be like, you can just leave a minute. Like, it's very, and I feel like Indiyah said that she is cheating on every single one of her boyfriends. Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
When did she say this?
She said that in Love Island. So she standardly said she's a cheater. So maybe this was the longest that she hadn't cheated for. Who knows? She may have cheated, but this is the first time she got caught. Yeah.
So everyone, if you're comfortable with me saying what happened,
I mean, the whole world knows.
This is true. This is true. So for the 5 people who don't know, I want to give just a little bit of the detail. Is that so? In July 2025, you and Indiyah had celebrated your 3-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 3 years into your anniversary. Then December 3rd, 2025, Indiyah was spotted kissing inside UK star Marlon Garcia, and this was at the Series 3 wrap party for Inside, which is a Netflix reality competition show by the Sidemen. So this happens on December 3rd. When did you find out?
I probably found out probably on December 5th. And it was just because of just a chain of events of things just didn't make sense. And I'm too clued in not to, figure stuff out, especially because I've been with you for so long. And I think eventually she obviously came forward and, said this had been what happened. And for me, I had to process it. And I'm like, I'm processing it privately. Like, no one knows this is happening. So it was a thing for me, like, it was just like a situation of like, stories just wasn't adding up. And just to keep it short, it just wasn't adding up. And then eventually she came forward to tell me. And then we just had to, like, obviously I said, I can't be in this relationship. But at the same time, I know, we have this public relationship. I think it became to a point where it's like, there's times where it was like, she'd be on Snap or something and she'd like say something about her her mental health right now is, in a bad place. And I would be trying to process this, but in my way, I needed to get out of the space that we lived in because we still had to live together.
Oh, that's right. You're still living together.
Yeah, we still live.
So all right. So damn. All right. This is complicated.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
But you said already before you were clued in that things didn't feel right in December.
No, things didn't feel right in the sense of that night that she went out and when she came back. It was like, you have this thing of like, oh, if you go out, you just text and you say, oh, what you're doing, but you're gone now for the whole night, not said anything. And it's like, that doesn't make sense because you would. I was with you in the morning. You know what I mean? We literally came back with you in the morning. So it's like, we've helped you put your outfit on. We've done all this stuff. So then you've gone out and then come back. Your story don't make sense when I'm asking, like, where you be? Like,
so you were at home.
Yeah.
And then what time did she come back?
Probably like, I don't even know because I had to work that day, so I had to even leave the house. So I'm not actually sure what time she came back. But
sometime in the morning?
No, probably like afternoonish or something. Yeah.
Afternoon?
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah. I think she probably woke up at like 1 p.m. or something, and that was like where I got the text and she just like crashed out and she was blah blah blah.
Crashed out where, bro?
So she was gone. You wake up. You leave to go to work. She's still not back home. So at this point, you feel, all right, something's up.
Yeah, it's not even like a straight way thing, oh, something has happened. It's more of like, yeah, things happen. I mean, you can go out, get drunk and, you just crash out. You know what I mean? I understand that. Like, I understand how to have fun. So it's okay, I get that.
All right, so can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah, play devil's advocate.
Because I think you might.
Before he does that, there's having fun and then there's fucking taking the piss. Yeah? So if you go out on a Saturday night, for example, and it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you ain't come back. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you ain't come back. 5 o'clock, you roll in. All right, you should have sent a message. But it's 5 o'clock, you come in. Rolling in at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
No, you've been somewhere.
Yeah, like he's woke up from the night and she still weren't in the house.
Also, it's the lack of care of like, you've gone out. You haven't returned till 1 p.m. the next afternoon. Do you not think this person's going to be worried about where you are?
I would be thinking that an accident happened. Like, to be fair. So even him saying you can crash out, I feel like, no, you were probably blowing up her phone.
You were blowing up her phone.
I feel like he's leaving all of that part out, but I think he was blowing up her phone and she weren't picking up.
Like, absolutely.
Might be giving yourself a little bit too much grace on this one. All right, so, I mean, I've been married for 20-something years, right? But if I'm 3 to 4 years into a committed relationship where I live with someone, we have established boundaries.
Yes.
And my partner goes out and she doesn't come home. And the next morning, I mean, I'm not even waiting to the next morning.
I didn't wait till the next morning. Don't get me misconstrued. I was even up like saying everything good because I'm checking for your well-being and seeing how you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I've texted. It's not like I've just gone to sleep and forgot like, oh, my whole girlfriend exists. I'm still looking out for her well-being, just trying to check where she's at, if she's good. Do you know what I mean? But getting no response, getting none of this. So it's like,
I don't know if this is me, but at 6 o'clock and I haven't heard a jot from you. Do you think I haven't called the police?
I know you have. It's not just text messages. You would have called every single one of my friends to be like, have you seen Anna? Where is she? That standardly taken place. And I ain't even done I've just been later. I've come in by 6. You had have gone to work and I've rolled in the afternoon. No, that means that I was either arrested or I'm in hospital.
Yeah, it's only one of those two things. It's only one of those two things. Anything else, get the fuck out of here, man.
then the first
It still took her 2 days before she told the truth.
response is at 1 p.m. the next day. I'm like, whatever. But just to like, to move on from that, it's just like when everything happened, it's like, I remember it was her birthday, her birthday as well. And when she put up the whole mental health thing on Snap, I remember people on Snap, because I'm trying to process this. People are hitting me up saying, how are you out when your girlfriend is at home? And I'm like, bro, you don't even know what I'm going through here.
Right.
I'm keeping everything cool. There's no sense of hate for me for her. Like at the end of the day, like you're someone I've been with for so long that like I'm still able to be in this capacity with you, but I do need to like have some level of self-respect to like for myself as well, to be like, you know what, this isn't what I want anymore. I can't like be here or do this, because at the end of the day, it's just like I'm an honest person.
Right.
And I always want just people to always be honest, you know what I mean? And I feel like when trust has been broken like that, and in such a silly kind of way, you know what I mean? Like, you feel all these type of like emotions, but at the same time, it's like, you just gotta exhale for a second, because it's like, how, you're asking yourself, how could you do all these things, blah, blah, blah.
And what are the emotions that
like
you
the
feel?
emotions I felt angry. I felt like, why would you do that? Like, why would you disrespect me and us like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, for what? For like a short time that you had on a show? Like, do you know what I mean? Because the show wasn't about love. It wasn't even any of that. So it's like, and you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay for you to go out and make friends, be friends with the opposite sex and stuff like that. But it's like, there's boundaries in place. This isn't even a boundary cross. This is just like straight, you don't do this if you're in a relationship. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, I know now there's like people as well that's like around on the table when this is happening. So it's like, there's people that know you and I are together and you've done this as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm processing a lot of stuff, but it's like, I'm trying to keep us away from the embarrassment of it online and everything as well.
That's right, because that's a whole nother.
It's a whole nother like thing that you got to deal with. And for the most part, like, I continue to play my part. Like, on her birthday, it's like I start to show up because the internet doesn't know.
But you two had broken up already.
Yeah, and people might say, oh, it's just a kiss and all that. But then I don't actually know what the story is, because like there's certain elements.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a man that knows and understands that his woman had sex with another man.
Yeah.
And he's in the horrible position. And we spoke about it on when All Stars was on, when this was going on, the horrible position that even if you wanted to make it work, because of the public, the way your relationship is public, it's impossible. As a man, it is impossible for this relationship to ever be a thing. So now he has to grieve this thing that he can never get back, even though it may be the only thing he wants in the world.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he didn't move out immediately, and it didn't come out until January, the video. If that video didn't come out, I don't know that we get this.
No, we wouldn't.
Because I feel he would have contained it, and probably they may have worked it out.
Yeah. If he could have got to a situation where all that was out there was maybe rumors, like rumors that she may have cheated, it's okay, because there's rumors that he's cheated.
I would, because he was the one that put out the end of year rap, and Indiyah wasn't in it, and people were like, hey, what's going on? They've broken up. He may have weathered it, and they could have. But as soon as that video came out and he could see it.
Impossible.
And then he could see, hang on, this is the evening event that I know you went to. But
you didn't come home
the whole night and the afternoon. You cannot tell me that it was just that one solitary kiss in the restaurant, because where did you sleep?
Yeah.
And who did you wake up with and have breakfast with, to you then coming back to our yard at 1 p.m. Like, you'd be like, absolute, come on, I'm not stupid. Like, realistically, after that lips, would you not have just gone home?
Yeah.
Nah.
Is that are part of the story that's like, it confuses me as to like, how can this happen? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go into, because it's like I don't want to actually like spread too much like info about it or whatever. But I feel like when I posted my New Year's dump, I feel like that was a thing for me where it was like, I'm starting this year fresh now. I need to choose myself.
And just to clarify for the 5 people who don't know, is that you did your New Year's dump, basically, of here's a reflection of my year, and you posted a full carousel, and in it you don't include any photos, any imagery of Indiyah, and so people see that, and then it goes to another level.
It goes into another level, and they make up their their new stories and whatever it is, and that's how I feel like then everything happened. And I remember, at this point, things are like moving fast now. And then now this sudden story, apparently now we're finding out there's someone that was there and there's like a recording of it. I have to listen to everybody's phone ping at the same time. There's like all of my friends all on their phones, and we're all getting this video. It comes up TikTok at the same time. And I have to look at everyone and myself, watch this video, and then look at all my friends, watch the same video, and everyone's in shock. Because there's one thing of like, okay, yeah, you've heard it, but then seeing it is...
No, honestly, can we get a moment of silence for this guy? Like, having all of your brethren watch your missus cheat, not even privately, not even a hidden camera thing.
It's in a full-on restaurant, lipsing a dude, and you would be like, nah, come on, we're not a year in. This isn't just a year after Love Island. They were 3.5 years in. We have a place together. No. We have spoken about our future, and you're gonna be lipsing some dude that you were inside with for 7 days and throw it all away. And you couldn't even just do it in a hotel room. You did it in a full-on restaurant to be filmed. No. It's lucky it was only one person filming, to be fair. There could have been angles to it.
It's a bit like, and then it feels even way more than, how it was expressed to me. And it's like, then I'm dealing with all this stuff and,
And just if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is January 10th. The video surfaces online where you see Indiyah kissing someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally. And I guess from that point, it was just like, yeah, nah, this is it's embarrassing, and then it's just disrespectful, because like we've been like, I don't know, I just feel like it just wasn't worth whatever we had to do that. But at the same time, it's like I just had to remove myself from that situation, and like, but at the same time, still wasn't enough for the internet, because the internet still want to believe I had to have done something first. It's still on me, and then it's AI and it's not real, and it's like, what did Dami do? Or Dami's been cheating for a time, so she's just getting her lick back. Or what Dami did in Casa more. Oh, this why he's doing that. Or Dami's joked the other day. Why wouldn't she do it? Or how Dami dresses. Oh, that's why she's done it. And people are like, oh my God, I'm so like, she should cheat on him again. Do you know what I mean? All these things I'm seeing online, it's like, you can hate me, you can say all these things, but like I stand for women, protecting women, but it comes to a point where it's like, what have I actually done to you guys? I ain't done anything. And now it's like, I've been dealing with it privately. I've not spoken about it. I never wanted to speak about it. It's calm. But now publicly, I have to deal with it. And the whole embarrassment of it publicly, and people, making mockery of it, and, joking about the both of us. And we're having to go through this whole turmoil of like, what was such a beautiful relationship, and, to now this is how it ends. It's a bit like, it's a bit sad.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because at the same time, I generally still have like a care for her, and it's like I've loved her. I've been with her for so long. There's a level of care that I'll always have, and at the end of the day, it's like I'm not trying to bash on her or I don't want anything to happen to like who she is or whatever it is. Like I want her to still be good. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's like I don't really need to say it, and I don't have to explain myself to the internet. But it's like, but for me, when I'm seeing people just always trying to twist things, and you're now further trying to make me this villain, or I must have done something. It's just like, you know what? It's kind of grinding on the teeth. Like it's like,
she ain't talking.
If you don't know something, and if you don't speak about it, they have time to then form their own ideas as to why everything has happened, and it's just a lot of noise.
All right. So for everyone making the noise, they will be listening to you right now.
It's fine.
What do you want to tell them?
You know what? Good question. Shut the fuck up. In the most polite way. You know what I mean? Let people live. Like at the end of the day, situations happen. Like I don't want any like trouble for my ex and everything as well. Like there's none of that. It's like we're both people like, yeah, it's happened, but we moved on. We've processed it. We're civil at this point now. So it's like, I just want to be able to like if you don't know something, don't make up something. So
right, fair. That's fair enough. Now you just said that you and Indiyah are civil now.
Yeah, like
so. Do you talk?
I don't say we talk all the time. Like obviously she'll still have happy birthday, all this stuff. It's like, but we're giving ourselves that window of like, space to like just heal and process this and deal with it and just go.
I wonder when this was done, because he's saying that they're civil, but wasn't she on Snap the other day singing along to My Ex Is a Bitch?
Is it?
Yeah, she was on Snapchat miming to some song, and basically the lyrics of the song were basically saying, "My ex-boyfriend is a bitch." Chat, tell me.
Is it because like this may be coming out?
Maybe she found out about this.
I feel like he had to do this.
Yeah.
Because realistically, if Indiyah ain't gonna come out and put her hands up and fess up, and Dami is getting all of the Dami made her do it. Dami, like,
do you know how crazy that is?
Speak for yourself. Then
is that there's footage of Indiyah kissing another man, but he's the one getting it in the neck.
I know. It's really bad. It's actually really bad.
Ways.
Okay.
So
okay, and what it sounds like is, and you actually said it, is that you wish her the best.
Yeah,
and you want the best for her.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of, I think what's happening now is probably because Inside UK is on air right now. Do you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. It's just whatever comes up on TikToks, but I just because the whole time, bro, you can't even scroll out all these little edits and people tagging me and stuff. So those are the only things that I would see, but don't really have any reason to watch this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there's no reason to really watch it, so it's cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you just sharing that, because it was interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine who said, "Oh my God, I can't believe Dami's is coming in. He's never said anything about the relationship. I can't wait to hear his opinion." And I think from his perspective, he said that, the community really lifted the two of you up.
Yeah.
And I think that you both gave a lot of inspiration and hope to a lot of people. And so when you two broke up, talk about parasocial relationships, is that a lot of people felt that pain, and just hearing your perspective will be helpful for many.
I hope so.
Yeah. No, I think it will. So now here's a question that will test how healed you are.
Okay, don't hit me. I feel like I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm going to say?
Oh, go ahead.
All right, let me say it. Have you thought about dating again?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not opposed to dating. I mean, I have to get back on the horse,
Okay.
and settle away.
It's settled.
You know, I don't spend too much in like dwelling in pain and stuff like this. I just have to put my best foot forward and keep going, man.
Yes.
Like life's not done yet, so
And
you know,
actually had apologized.
You got to go forward.
yeah, whoever's out there for me,
Very
be out there for me.
Okay.
You know.
So now talking about who's out there for you, can I show you something?
Oh, you got someone for me?
Can I show you something?
Wait, what?
Can I show you this? All right. I want you to tell me. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this? All right. I want you to tell me who's this.
Oh, what you do, bro? That's just my bestie, bro. She's
This
like
your
my
bestie?
That's my bestie, Ooch, man, like my older sister.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I put on a date. Yeah, I was just joshing. I was
see what you do.
Yeah, but
you do this
because people been putting us together and banding us together for so long and saying that we've been having a secret relationship and an affair, but really and truly, that's just being my bestie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I have a whole lot of friends in the industry, and it's like anytime I'm with women that are very beautiful, pretty, they want to pin it that, oh no, they're definitely doing something. They have to be doing something. But nah, she's just like my older sister.
Yeah.
Like she's actually my bestie. Like I think we went to the Brits and
Yes.
they were like, they made a whole thing with me and Dami with this, you know, influencer girl. Mind you, that's big Uche Notori, bro. She ain't no small somebody.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, but that's just my, you tried it though. You tried it. So you funny like that, huh?
But you know what I do like is I had a proper stalk of your IG in particular, and what I can see is that you have a lot of relationships with men and women, platonic.
Yeah.
And I think that you're showcasing that, you know, you could be a man, have a relationship with a woman, and it be
platonic.
friends.
Yeah, just friends. Yeah.
Yeah. That in itself, I think, is a myth that we can't
Yeah,
be friends with girls.
Yeah, I feel like people actually just think that. And I feel like even in like, if I ever get in a relationship, I'm not a person that wouldn't want my person to not have male friends and, you know, female friends. You know what I mean? I love when you can be friends with the opposite sex and it not have to be sexual or weird. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like I have a lot of that, and I've been having a lot of that, but obviously parasocially, they would love to assume that, you know, when you're in a relationship, you can't have those things.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And if I'm out by myself with, you know, my friend, it's like, that's weird. Why are you on a date with your friend by yourself when you have a girlfriend at home? But it's like, bro, it's okay to just chill with your friends by themselves alone. Do you know what I mean? And then sometimes I have to think in my head when I was in a relationship, it's like, if I'd go out with my friend, and I'll snap it though, I'll put it on. So it's like, I'm not hiding anything. Do you know what I mean? Because there could be someone behind me or someone over there sneakily recording me and trying to make a whole situation. Oh, Dami's quiet. Do you know what I mean? But I live my life so loud that I want you to actually know who I am, how I am, and just understand that, like, you know what I mean? Free will.
Free will. Hey there. We have conversations just like this one every week. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.
Okay, guys.
If you think about that time, that period of the late 1990s, early 2000s in Ireland, what do you believe was the lowest moment for you?
I don't know how this period started, but like, you know, men, boys, they always take the piss. And there was one day in class, I think one of the guys that, like, it was like I was getting ganged up on, like, you know, everybody was like dropping jokes on me, and they were making like small, like passable racist remarks.
Go to that.
Can we talk about your father?
Yeah, we can talk about him. We can talk about him.
You know, it gives me chills when you said that, because I could see how he was everything to you. Everything. And he recently passed away. It's 2024. Yeah. And can you recall the last conversation you had with him?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of strange because, you know, like, you know, dads and, you know, sons, like, the last conversation I had with him was like the longest FaceTime we've ever had. And I think I was modeling for something, and it was like taking my friend with me. You know, when you call your friend on FaceTime, you're driving your car, and you're like, you're just talking about your day, and he's expressing himself as well, and he's giving out about my sisters and stuff like this, and I'm just speaking to him, and he's like, he doesn't even want to get off the phone. Like, we're joshing it, and it's like, I feel like in a period where I grew up with my dad, it's like it wasn't always so smooth. You know, my dad kind of like, there was a thing about, like, when I was younger, you know, when I'd be disciplined or whatever, or he'd be angry, he'd always do this thing before, and I used to not like him. I used to not like him, and he'd always do this thing where it'd be like he'd hit me or whatever because I've done something, or maybe he's just angry or something that's not working out for him, and then he would come back home and then he would like, hey son, you know what I mean, not speaking about the situation that was happening. And I remember like, I feel like for a long time in my life, it's like I learned to forgive people even when they don't say sorry. And I feel like I kind of hold on to that, even like I feel like I'm just a forgiving person. I don't care enough to like have hate or have, you know, make people like, oh, a villain in my head and I have to like push them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's more to life than, you know what I mean? Like I think my heart is very bright. You know what I mean? There's no way you can go in there and it's dark. You know what I mean? So I feel like that carried on into probably, you know, certain aspects of, you know, my relationship and whatever it is. But yeah, the last conversation with my dad, it was that. And I remember the next, like I was at the Mobos and I was presenting for a while, and I was presenting at the Mobos at that time, 2024. And literally the next day, I presume like, I think my dad, he must have had a stroke and he was in the hospital. Like he checked himself to the hospital, and suddenly now we're with him in the hospital. And this thing that just seems like, oh, it's not serious, just keeps getting more and more serious. And it hurts me the most because the night when like he passed, like it was my little sister's birthday, because her birthday was on the 24th of February. And it felt like we had her birthday, we did it in the hospital, had it, like, you know, a cake or whatever. And literally before, like my parents went back home, they were thinking, oh, they're going to see him tomorrow. But I stayed back, I think with my sister and something else. I can't remember which other sibling was with me, but I remember like I stayed back, and then when it stuck, the clock struck like maybe 11:45, yeah, all the rooms start beeping and everything start beeping. But I remember I went to him before that and I was just speaking to him, and obviously he's not able to like respond to me now. He's in a bad place that I've never seen my dad like this before. And it's kind of like horrifying, because like this person that was like literally speaking to the other day, and we were like joshing up, and I didn't know that was going to be the last conversation that we'd be able to have where he'd speak to me. And we had that, but then it's like, here I'm trying to speak to him, I'm trying to pray life back into him. I'm trying to like plead with God and just say, please, you know what I mean? Just
That's why I hate seeing black men cry on TV.
And I'll tell you what.
You know when you just plead.
Yeah.
Like I've never had my heart broken before. I've never had my heart broken before, but when life went out of him, my heart shattered. And everything,
you know, you know, that's my greatest fear. That's my greatest fear, and you've gone through it. And that's why I have so much respect for everybody who's been able to walk that path. And especially you as the older brother, because you have, I would imagine, did you feel like you had, now you have a sense of responsibility?
I mean, I'm the man of the house now. It's like,
just like that.
Just like that. It's like whatever passage he had just went into me now. It's like I have to do all these things. And it's like, but I didn't want you to finish doing all these things. I still wanted to have someone to look up to. I still want to have someone I can take care of and give back to. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like.
I just feel for him.
Yeah.
God.
It's a lot. It's a lot to watch, you know. Like, even when he was just kind of talking about the last moments, and then it was just making me think about like the last moments of my dad. It's the thing of like begging someone like pull through this. And I just remember like being at the side of the hospital bed and just whispering in his ear, like, and you were like, I mean, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was on the lines of like, Dad, if you just wake up, like all the things that you want me to do, like I will do them, like sort of thing. Because even when he was talking about his last conversation with his dad, then I remember my last conversation with my dad. I was at uni at the time and I'd come down for the weekend and he had some issues with his computer. And I'd come down for the weekend and I've come to rave. Dad, I've come down to rave. I haven't got time to fix computers. I know I'm the computer guy, but I haven't got time to come down to rave. So the whole weekend I'm out of the house. Then before you know it, it's Sunday night and I'm getting ready to go back up to Luton. But I know as I'm leaving my bedroom that this man's gonna call me out because from the moment I stepped into the house, you asked me to do this thing and I haven't done it. And so as I'm like leaving, I go down the stairs, he's in his room on the computer and I'm thinking I can just do a quick, all right, Dad, see you later, and go down the stairs. And then I'm like, all right, Dad, bye, see you later. Hey, you know when you get that hair like that, you know, oh, fuck. And he's like, so since from Friday you came, I said for you to come and fix this computer. You haven't fixed it and now you're going, oh yeah, Dad, I'm really sorry. And I just kind of made an excuse and then bolted out the house. And that's the last convo I had with my dad. That's the last convo I had with my dad. So like, everything he was saying, man, yeah, it's a lot.
Another time, I will tell you guys about my mum.
Okay.
I was complete with all that. Like I still had more to give you. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, now you're gone. And I just remember my mom, everybody, they came rushing back. And it was like, I was still the last person to have the last moment with him as well. And this is happening. Yeah, everything is just like, from then I feel like the sense of responsibility to share like the way I used to be, where I used to like shop so much. I used to like buy gifts. Everything just started like, it clicked in my mind that like, I have to lock in now. This is like I gotta make sure my mom, my siblings are good. Like all of them, they're in uni, they're working, like everyone has that, but it's like, Dad's gone now, you know? And it was so like rapid that there was no real like time, because at least some people get time. Like you get told, oh, you got 6 months, you got 1 year, so you can plan stuff. There was no planning. It's just abrupt and it's just gone. You know what I mean? And this is just it. And then it's like, I had to take the reins and literally I feel like for so long, I didn't want to go red carpets. I didn't want to do anything. It's like, yeah, that's why I feel like when I said it doesn't affect me anymore, it's like,
I see.
It's like, yeah, okay, what now? Do you know what I mean? The hardest thing that could have happened to me in life has happened. You think you have so much time with your parents and then suddenly one of them goes. Because I've met friends and I've had people like, you know, they lose someone.
You know what's interesting as well is like some who was it that just said it? Somebody said in the chat, that's African parents. And obviously I don't know if this happens in Caribbean households and maybe it does, but that thing of like the eldest sibling feeling like they then have to fill the gap of the missing parent. And it's not fair because I feel like, and I think Dami goes on to say it, is like where you don't really get the opportunity to grieve properly, but then also what you do unknowingly or knowingly is because you're trying to feel, it's like a football match, innit? Like the players got sent off on a red card and another player's trying to fill that position where he's gone. But in the process of filling that position, you're leaving your position empty. And then that's where like problems can occur. So it's like siblings playing up sort of thing, where actually you're still needed in the role of a sibling. But there's this cultural pressure that you have where it's like, oh no, I have to be the man of the house now. And it's like, no, you also just have to be able to grieve like the rest of us.
That's important to them. And it's like, damn, I would never want that to be me. And then it's you and you have no control over it. Like, it's a whole bubble of like, I'm still grieving. Like, I don't even know when I'll stop grieving. Like, you know, like I'm talking about my dad today. I don't want to cry about that. You feel like the pain that I feel like I've already processed is still there. Like, I feel like, oh, maybe I'm done, but suddenly now I'm here with you and I'm crying about it. It's like, it's a hard one, but at the end of the day, it's like everything I try to do now is just to like, I try to just keep doing things to make him proud, or, you know, keep doing things to like you know, amplify his life through me and all the things that he's done for us to be here. I'm just gonna have to keep doing it. So like it reaches the heavens that like, yo, their son's doing pretty good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. So
well, you know what? From everything that I know, and I did a whole lot of research before you got here, is I believe he continues to be incredibly proud of you. You know, incredibly proud of the man that you've become, and how you show up for others. I think that's so important. And I love this through line of loyalty and confidence. You have this very quiet confidence about you that I think that you want to continue, you know, to exhibit. Can I give you another surprise?
Go on, hit me.
You ready for this?
I'm scared now after this.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah.
I lost my childhood raising my younger sister because my dad died. I had to work that through in therapy and let go of the resentment I felt of becoming the second parent on learning to say no in life. So I was just saying the whole thing of like culturally in African families, the pressure that the eldest feels to step up. And in doing so, number one, they're not allowed to just kind of feel the fullness of their grief, but then also like they stop playing the position of sibling because they're trying to play the position of surrogate parent. And so you leave that space open. Yeah. So I said, I didn't think I was going to cry tonight. Yeah, we came here for gossip, man.
Especially as I'd watched it before. And usually I don't get choked up twice. If I've already cried at watching something, it doesn't usually get me a second time round. I think it is his cry. Yeah, it just does something. And I know where it comes from. Mm-hmm. And I think watching this, knowing it's like living through you losing your dad, and I think a year after, you're still not even yourself. Like it's so fresh in grief. I really hope Indiyah can sit with herself and understand how she needed to be a better partner, because it's not easy. It's hard. It's like you don't have your partner properly because they're grieving. So you're only a part of yourself. How many years am I? 2 years?
Two.
I know I'm still not myself. And think about a year after, you're not yourself, but to then have somebody betray you when you're not yourself, I can't forgive her. And I don't know her. So yes, the parasocial, like I didn't know it was just a year before that his dad had died. And even that within it as well, it's like it's a year after my mum's. I just sympathize with him so much. And
also though, I feel like going back to the thing of being out and uncontactable, it then makes that even more. I mean, it was bad already, but you know this person is in a space of grief.
And that sudden...
Yeah, just, you know...
That sudden loss...
Out of nowhere.
Slightly different, because you definitely got way more paranoid if I'm incontactable.
Yeah.
Like
I'm still like that now.
Yeah, but it ramped up, like, definitely, like, 5 years after, because sometimes I could be an hour out of when I'd said I was going to be around, and you would call everybody because it's the sudden death. You know, it's really quick that something can take place. Like it does something with time, and the paranoia and just feeling like I need to know everybody is okay is very real, and it's just a lot. And when you know it and you've gone through it, it does something else to hearing his story. Just like, actually, no. Come on, it weren't like he doesn't have a story like even me and AK with our dads. Mm-hmm. His dad was present, brought up with him. It's very different. And so when you've really lost like the head of the house, like you losing your dad, it does something else. Yeah.
this last one, so I don't even know if I want to see this one
All
again.
right, are you willing to close your eyes on this one?
All right, close my eyes. Just don't kiss me though.
All right. Thank you for the trust. All right, now open it up.
Bro, I hope this is like a 100K check.
It's better.
It's better?
It's better than a 100K.
It's better than 100. Y'all hearing this?
It's better than a 100K check. I want you, if you are willing, to read that letter out loud, please.
Whew, okay. To my brother, from the day I met you, I knew you were different. You had this strength about you, but what stayed with me was your heart, the way you care for people, the way you show up even when you've got your own battles. When your dad passed, I watched everything change. The whole family was shattered. There was pain everywhere and much heartbreak. And in the middle of that, you didn't fall apart. You carried everyone. I'll never forget watching you stand there and read theology. I don't know how you did it. You spoke with strength, with love, like you were holding the whole family together with your words. And in that moment, I remember thinking, he's not just grieving, he's stepping up. You became the one everyone leaned on. But what really stayed with me is what people didn't see. You never let yourself break in front of everyone else. You held it in. You stayed strong for them. And I know you were going somewhere quiet to deal with that pain on your own. That's the part that gets me. Because that's not just strength, that's sacrifice. You didn't just lose your dad. You gave up your space to grieve properly so your family wouldn't fall apart. And somehow, you still kept your promises. You still became the man he raised you to be. I've always respected you. But after that, I look at you differently. You're not just strong. You're the reason people around you don't break. I love you, bro. And I'm proud of you in a way I'll probably never be able to fully explain. Your brother, your friend. Real.
You know who wrote that?
Is it my brother? My little brother? Who? My best, who? What?
This is interesting. You know what I love is that there's so many people in your life who could have written that letter.
That's what I'm saying. My best friend, Wally.
There you go. Who's that right there?
That's Wally, man. That's my life partner, bro. But we just ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? That's my life partner right there, for real.
You know how I know it is that you've mentioned him many times in our conversation already.
Yeah.
He's been with you at these inflection points in your life. And what's interesting to me, and I think this is a showcase of great friends, is that every time there was an inflection point, your relationship became even stronger.
Not real. Very real. Shout out Wally though. Shout out my boy.
Yeah. I tell you what, I will hold on to that, but I'll give that to you.
Damn, bro already got me crying again on, bro.
It's so funny. I was actually having a conversation with one of the boys the other day about the importance of having like a good friendship circle and like what that means. Because for me, it's been a lot. Like I've benefited from it in so many ways and vice versa. And I don't not until recently, I haven't realized like, oh, actually this is not something that everybody is gonna experience. And I think especially for men, like having like a real loyal, solid group of friends, like is one of the most important things.
I mean, it's funny you even say that, especially for men. I always feel there's so many women that don't have it at all compared to men. And because, I don't know, it's important for both, but I know when I'm talking with women and I am like, well, my foundation friends I've had from secondary school, like we are 30 odd years deep with each other. And they're like, wow, more often than not, there isn't a lot of people that have that. I feel like that's how me, AK and Farah actually bonded, because we have that in our lives. So you know how important it is to be like solid in a friendship, because you know how to nurture it. It's very hard when somebody hasn't had those foundational moments of, even when you haven't spoken to the person for 2 years, but they are your they are your ride or die. It hits different. I feel very, very, very lucky.
It's funny even you saying the thing about space. Like I was with Melvin the other day. He was with one of his cousins, and then she was asking us questions about how often we speak. And so she's trying to put it like, do you speak once a week, twice a week? Da, da, da. And I was like, I can't even tell you it's once a month. But, and we're talking about like a heavy conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of times conversations are functional. Yo, what, you go into this thing, you know what I mean? That's it. Whereas then you get the moments where it's like, have you got a minute? I need to talk. Yeah. And then boom.
You can be there for hours.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, then even there was like another friend of ours and she asked after him and I was like, I said, I spoke to him that day. But before that, I hadn't spoken to him since January. Yeah. And it's like, but nothing changes. There's no animosity in the gap. Yeah. Because I understand that you are living your life. You understand that I am living my life. But what I also understand for all of my friends, that if I were to pick up the phone right now, I need you.
Yeah, they're gonna be there. It's very, it's weird. It's different. I probably do speak to mine way more. Yeah. But not on the phone. I'm not a good phone person.
We're on the phone every day.
Me and AK.
Yes.
Are on the phone every day.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. My point. Yeah.
But I'll always have like one person that I'm on the phone every day with. If it's not her, then I'll go for a run with Sharona where we're on the phone every day. Like, but I can't do all of them.
No.
Like that. That's just too much talking.
What are you doing?
You know, what I love is that I love to have a conversation where we touch on every emotion. We've laughed, where you almost have me in tears in here. And I think that's a reflection of healthy masculinity.
True.
And I'd love to get your perception on how has that term masculinity changed for you over the years?
I feel like the term masculine for me is the freedom in owning your masculinity, even if it might be flamboyant sometimes or it might be a little sassy. It's like men have attitude too. And it's like being able to like express that in a way that you're confident with and comfortable, you know. And I feel like over the years, it's touched me in ways in how I dress, how I speak. You know, I'm part of the girls. You know, all these little things that like, you know, people might deem as zesty, sassy, all these stuff. It's like I'm still a very masculine man. I get shit done. I pay the bills. I do the stuff that I need to do. But at the same time, my personality is gonna shine through. And even if my masculinity might seem shaky to you, it's not, because it's still masculine. Like every fiber, every part of me, however way you may deem it, is still very masculine. You know what I mean? It doesn't take away from, my masculinity.
Yeah. You know, so a lot of people ask me, how do I define masculinity?
Yeah.
Because I think for a lot of people, it's hard, especially nowadays. And to me, what masculinity is it is strength that's not rigid.
Yeah.
You know, responsibility that's still emotionally aware and emotionally connected. To me, that's you.
To me, yeah.
That's you. And I think when people say, yeah, this guy Dami Hope, he's not a masculine guy, I think that they are throwing back to a very toxic version of what masculinity used to be thought of, right? You are the way forward. And I think that's why, you know, I was so excited to talk to you, because I wanted to see it for real.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you got a little bit of me and you too, man. I feel like we kind of one and the same.
Oh man, I think we're very similar. Yeah. I'm a little upset because you outdressed me today.
Nah, you looking fly too. No, you got a little Rick Dog Mars, bro. You see?
I mean, but I see the whole situation, which means that we have to talk about fashion a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You can touch on
it. When did fashion become important to you?
I feel like when I taught university, and you know, it wasn't just like fashion is just clothes. It was more so like how I would change my hair color, how I would like try and relax it, how I would try and, you know, get jerry curls. And it became,
Oh, you had a jerry curl?
Yeah, bro, I was running that stuff back in uni, thinking that was the shit.
With the activator?
Bro, activator, that shit was bouncing. It was bouncing, bro. And I remember, bro, like back when I was at uni, I feel like there was just like, there's a level of expression that was free. You know, I'd get eyebrow piercing.
Yeah.
I'd like do things that just felt expressive. And I feel like then it just tapped into like, from that into clothes. Like I'd look at myself in the mirror and you'd put like sport core and, you know, smart together and seeing how they like sit together, and you'd look and you're like, it's kind of eat. And then it became a whole like thing of like experimenting. And I feel like with science as well, there's a science to fashion too.
Right.
So it's like you gotta experiment with different things and you gotta like try things. And at first, they might be the worst experiments, bro, but to you feel confident and you feel like good. And I feel like over the years, like when I look back at some of the stuff I was wearing, I'm just like, bro, that ain't really it. But now it's like, you know, I just kept going out and I kept wearing my own clothes and I started looking at everyone else and no one else was dressing like me. And then it started making me feel like, you know, I'm special, I'm unique. Because it's like, you don't want, like, fashion is subjective, right? But it's like when you wear something, so it's like you're bringing your own identity into your clothes. So like when people see you, the first thing is like, oh, like he looks, you could have no money in your account and you dress good. Yes. You look like the richest person in the room. So it's like there is like an identity to like who you're trying to become and who you want to be, that when you're wearing your clothes, that like I was always trying to like be a part, you know what I mean? Be a part of, is make me stepping into this character and this person that I actually am.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Can we touch on something? You just said something that I tell my boys all the time. Because they're like, because I have Dami, you will appreciate this. I have a room, a full bedroom that I've converted into my into my wardrobe.
Damn, how big your house? Whoa. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You know, come on now.
Okay.
You know, I've been on TV for a while, you know. But a full room, right? And then I've taken over the landing as well, right?
Okay.
And I go into my situation, I've got everything color coordinated, everything right set up, everything nicely. And my boys are like, Dad, like, what are you doing? And I said, I never want to go anywhere where someone looks like I look.
Real.
Right? And you just said the same thing. Why do we feel this way?
Because, bro, we're special, we're unique. you want to feel like, it's like everyone can dress the way they dress, like, but I just don't ever want to go somewhere and someone has the same identity as me, bro. It's like we're standing in our own power by the way we dress. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you know, I'm not gonna lie, I caught this bit earlier on and it made me a bit sad because I used to really care, like, about clothes. And I just don't care anymore, but it made me sad that I don't care.
Oh, then that means that you need to care again.
Yeah.
So you feel, because this is how I feel too, it's an expression.
Yes.
It's me boldly saying, this is who I am.
Yes. And
I don't know if you feel this way too, but I feel as if I'm also saying, take me for what you see. And if you don't like it.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
But people always like it though. That's the thing. That's the thing though. They always like it though. They always do though. It's always more to like it than not.
They're not true. It's true.
It's so true. So like, you know yourself, like, it's like, for me, it's like when I'm wearing clothes, I don't go out thinking, oh, someone's going to notice me and stuff and all these things. But the people that do come up, they be like, oh my God, bro, you dress so sick, you dress like this. And it's like been happening from even before, you know, I went on the show. So it's like, and then now it's just amplified.
Right. I mean, so this is you. This is truly authentically you. So is this how you started to get into fashion? Because you have your own fashion line.
Yeah, I have my own fashion line.
Okay, let's speak on it.
Yeah, Snow Bunny. And I feel like, for me, even the name, since we just touched on it, since we're here and we're speaking about everything, I feel like, for me, I like the name because I thought it was sexy.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know the name obviously has one meaning of, you know, that, but that's the derogatory term that people just made up. And
I think there's a couple meanings though.
Yeah, there's a lot of meanings. And there's the actual meaning of like a novice skier.
Yes.
That's the actual real meaning in the dictionary. It's just, it means a novice skier.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was making it, I had like this idea to put like a rabbit in a balaclava. And I was like, this is my first like drawing.
Balaclava.
Earlier on when he was reading the letter, he said eulogy the wrong, and I was gonna allow him, but I'm not gonna allow him this time. The balaclava, that's a lot. Balakalava.
or whatever. And I know there's controversy to it. Like, I get it, but I'm not someone that wants to be boxed in by things other people made up, because at one point someone has made it into this derogative term, right? But that's not what it means, and there's so many other meanings for it. So why can't I have it mean something that it means to me and not allow myself to be boxed up because of whatever?
The thing is, I don't disagree with him, but my only problem with that thinking is that when Tarquin down the road decides, well, the N-word has its meaning, but it doesn't mean that to me. It means this to me.
Yeah, it just means Nigel.
Yeah, yeah. And then
just shortened it to Nigel.
and so now we have a problem. So it's like, I think at some point we have to agree universally that certain words have certain meanings. You can say that, oh no, it doesn't mean that, but this is what it means.
Especially when you're black as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Everybody else thinks.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And I feel like when I was making it, it was another form of expression of just doing whatever I want. And like the clothes that I'm making, it's like you have to introduce, like, obviously, because we're living in the UK and you have to do like an introduction thing to it. So I start with, like, you know, track suits, we call them snow suits, you know what I mean? So we play on all that stuff. And then I feel like this year is when I actually go into the real advancement of like what I've actually been trying to create. Because,
Really?
you know, you create like from time. So it's like there's always building blocks to like show people what you're doing and stuff. And I feel like it was a no-brainer for me not to have my own fashion brand. It was a no-brainer. It was always going to happen. Like,
do you believe that is? I mean, you know, I know you're a multi-hyphenate, so there's a lot that you do.
Yeah.
But do you think that fashion is going to become more and more part of your day-to-day?
Yeah, I feel so. Yeah.
Okay.
Alongside everything else that I do want to do still. Yeah.
Okay.
I like being busy, I guess.
Yes.
You know, there's a beauty and there's a fun to it. Just like I like hustling. I like making my way. I like making things, you know, I like reaching milestones that I've set for myself. And like this year, it's like, I keep saying free will because I actually want to do all the things that I want to do and I don't want to hesitate on it. Do you know what I mean? If I want to make music tomorrow, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
If I want to write a book, I'm going to do it. I've written a book already. So it's like all these things that I want to do, I'm just going to do. All the things that I was passionate about that we were talking about from earlier, it's now time to like hone in on that as well and use my free will to experience all these things, where there's traveling, where there's all these things, trying all these new things. It's like, I want to allow myself to do those things, you know?
Yes.
So I can look back one day and I'm like, you really did use your free will, bro.
Yes, your free will. I like it. You've used your free will.
Yeah.
All right. So now, Dami, is there anything that we have not yet talked about that you want to talk about?
I feel like one thing I haven't touched on is probably, you know, my accents. I feel like people get misconstrued and they feel like, you know, I'm putting on an American accent.
Okay.
And obviously I'm Irish. And, you know, when I see other fellow Irish people, my accent just code switches into that, you know. But I feel like for me, when I speak clearly, like when I see like Black people, Nigerian people, I go into the whole Niger accent and, you know, they talk like this and we move. It's a whole lot of code switch. And when we were growing up, like obviously my mom she was hard of hearing. So like sometimes it would be like a situation where like because obviously she's Yoruba fluent, obviously she speaks English, but at the same time it's like when you're speaking so fast and you have an Irish accent, it's like she's trying to read your lips and catch them. Like, so I would have to like slow down my words and then it would sound like I'm American, but I'm not. I'm just trying to pronounce my words clearly. You know what I mean? Like I can do the American accent and do all those things because, you know, I'll be doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, when I speak clearly and people misconstrue that, oh, nah, he's putting on an accent, where's his Irish accent? I feel like people that don't know I'm from Ireland or whatever, they just firstly assume that, oh, he's trying to be American. But then there's thick Irish words, you can be like, you're right there, fella, you want to go down to the pub, do you? You know, I fuck me, you know? But like, I'm not going to come around. I'm not coming, like, bro, it's like, I'm going to come to the UK now and I'm like, you're right there, fella, yo, let's go to the pub, man, you know what I mean? But like, you see, when you're growing up with the guys and you're joshing and they speak like that, it's natural, isn't it? But after a while, it's just like, when I break it down, I actually think this isn't my actual voice, even though people want to tell me it isn't my voice. I do feel like it is.
Right. So you almost don't know what your voice is.
I know I have many accents under my belt, but you know, whoop-de-doo.
Oh my gosh. You know what's so wild to me about that is I feel like when people hear that term code switch, it seems like it's this negative thing,
Yeah.
right? But from everything, I mean, one is if you are Black. A matter of fact, I saw a study that showed that Black professionals code switch 70 to 80% of the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we're doing it as an adaptive strategy.
Strategy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so where white professionals code switch at a much lower percentage.
Yeah.
But now that I've been in the UK for about 8 years, I now can see how many people code switch into posh sounding,
yes,
especially in the professional
especially in the
environment.
first, yes,
Yes.
I see it. Like
Yes.
I can see right through you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, I see what you're doing.
I see what you're doing, and they sound all sweet and nice. And then I try to do the posh because I've not been here for so long. It doesn't sound the same, you know. And then, but I understand. I feel like there's an art form to code switching because sometimes it's actually helpful to be adaptive. Because if I go to Nigeria now and I'm in the market, and then I'm trying to do my accent and it sounds like I'm from abroad, but I'm trying to haggle. You know what I mean? They're gonna be trying to rip you. So I have to be like, hey, how far now this one now? How much is this one? Auntie, now please give me for, you know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta get in with the program to get what you want.
It is.
So
it's adaptive.
It's adaptive, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. There you go. I'm glad we talked about that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, anything else? I actually don't know. I feel like I touched on a lot of things, to be honest. And your questions were amazing. Thank you for allowing me to actually be here and I guess open up, you know.
You're welcome. Well, Dami Hope, can I say, you were incredible, my man.
Thank you. You too, bro.
I'm so happy to have met you. I'm excited about what you're going to do in the future. And what I love most is that you have remained consistently someone of high character throughout the entirety of your life. And you are someone who not only your father is incredibly proud of, but I can see that you are your grandmother's greatest dream.
Not real shit. She told me I'm the favorite. I'm the favorite.
but I know. I know. So continue on, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. So we say follow back.
You got definitely.
Wow.
I think like that was one of Paul's best.
Yeah, that was a good.
He did such a good job at this one.
Yeah, no. So in the chat, people are talking about who should interview Indiyah. It should absolutely be Wumi.
Of course, this cat rocks. Precisely what I was gonna say.
It should absolutely be
Davina.
No.
She isn't gonna catch the cultural nuances of it. And next to Paul, Wumi is the best.
Yeah.
Because she will take Indiyah to task. And if she follows her lead, like what flipping, what's her name, Whitney needed to do, she may be able to clean up a few things with her. But she does need to do it. She does need to do an interview.
Waving Cat Design says, is Whitney beefing with Wumi or is that just a rumor?
Oh, come on.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I haven't heard it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
But I hope she isn't because she did all of that to herself.
Yeah, she absolutely did. Guys, I'm putting the thing in the chat, but obviously this is a new system. So I don't know if anybody has like clicked on the link to join us. I'm going to put it in again. Or it could just be that nobody wants to chat to us, which is fine.
It's fine. It was there's a lot of you in here. That's lovely. We didn't know. We thought maybe we was going to have 20 people watching this with us. So that's lovely that there's over 100 of you. I hope you have liked the video. And
subscribed.
Please subscribe.
This cat works says she isn't. Hopefully she's not. Whitney doesn't need to beef with anybody anymore.
No.
She just needs to chill and
she's living her best
She's enjoying.
life.
She's enjoying.
I actually like what she's posting. I think that Yemen is a great influence on her. So hopefully this works out for them.
No, your hair is 100.
Thank you.
Samantha says, how sleep, what? Samantha, what are you saying? I don't understand what that means. Waving Cat Design Story, you can't believe everything you see on TikTok. Oh, you don't understand how slowing his speech down. So basically he was saying because his mum was hard of hearing, they would obviously on a day-to-day basis have to make sure that they were slowing down their speech so that mum could read their lips so she could understand what they're saying. So that then obviously over time has had an impact on how he speaks, because if you're constantly having to do this, then in the end that becomes, oh right, just like that, yeah? Dwayne just popped onto the screen.
Oh wow.
What's going on, Mr. Dwayne Banks, cousin Dwayne Banks?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
What are you saying,
my
man?
God.
Oh, this cat Rocks is here as well. All right, Dwayne, tell us, man, what are you thinking? What's on your mind?
First, happy anniversary.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'll be like, I don't really care. I'm gonna be hard like I don't really care. But I mean, I know I would have handled it much differently than this. We won't be doing no interviews. I don't know what else to say about it. I get it, but they're not. It's not like this is like Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky type of thing. This is just two people who was on Love Island that got cheated on. You know, I don't know what we doing. We got better things to do. I'm waiting for something new to happen.
I hear you, but at the same time, I think for me, the most important thing is that when this all went down, Dami, in my humble opinion, was just catching unnecessary heat for being the person that was cheated on.
Well, men always going to catch the unnecessary heat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The world feels that I'm going to say that 85% of men are dogs, or whatever you want to describe us. But like I think 90% of women want dogs, because that's what it seems to me. Okay, every time I see something on TV, they know who these people are, and they still want them. So they don't want the nice guys. They want the guys that gonna play with you. They play at your heart. So so that's why I say that's why I really don't. I'm just here to listen and talk to y'all about saying happy anniversary to y'all and all that.
Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Thank you very much, cousin.
One thing though, Sammy was bullshit. I told y'all Sammy was bullshit. I told y'all Sammy was bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie, you called that one. You called that one. No one can't say nothing. No one can't say nothing about that. You called that. You called that.
When we gonna do something real? We're gonna do something good.
Wait, tell us what you want to watch. We will do a watch along.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No.
Tell us, and we will watch it. We can watch it together. It's fun watching things with you guys. Like honestly, I love it. So yeah, just tell us.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Cool.
All right, people.
Peace out.
Later.
This cat rocks.
Hey.
What's popping?
Yeah, I feel like I am glad that. Oh, sorry. Happy anniversary, firstly. Hope you guys had an amazing day, and I hope you have lots more wonderful years ahead, full of productivity and lots of money.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take that one.
From your words to God's ears.
I think that Dami had to do this interview because people are taking the piss, especially on Twitter. The kind of stuff that people are saying on Twitter is so wild. And when you go on their feed and you say, so if Dami had cheated on Indiyah, what would that be like? They're like, oh, but that's different. But it's not different.
No.
Because to me, the amount of grace that she's getting is crazy considering what she's done. And if you compare her to Whitney, by comparison, Whitney ain't done nothing compared to this kind of behavior. This behavior was so outrageously villainous.
Yeah, it really was.
It's true.
It's like the lack of care that she showed to this man and his feelings.
And it also, for me, put the interview into context, because if Whitney and Dami are friends, and in the villa you've kind of heard what's happened outside the villa, and then you've asked me something, I'm drunk, and then I'm like, bitch, but you cheated on your man, you can't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me
I
nothing.
kind of see now, like when you see the full context of it, why it was a bit venomous. And also Indiyah was quite defensive as well, because she knew she had to be defensive. Also, when I think about the throwaway apology that she did, considering what she actually did, it was so disingenuous, because this man is grieving his dad, and you want to be outside on the road, being young, wild, and free. Because to me, if you don't want to be in a relationship, end it and go about your business.
That's it.
If you just want to be out on road doing hot girl summer, winter, and spring, then go. But this is somebody who wanted to be responsible. They bought a house with you. They're speaking on future. And then the person that you're cheating with, he don't even rate you. I mean, the way how you
got a girl the next month, like literally was like, I have a girl, but it's such a wild thing to throw away a 3.5 relationship over, though. Like Marlon, he's younger, he's just coming into his own. Like, it's just such a weird, disrespectful thing. Like,
I've come to the conclusion that Indiyah just wants to be on road, and the persona that she gives is not her. And then back to when Whitney says behind the scenes she isn't not what she is. Really, Dami just co-signed that. Basically. Because when he was saying about when she is putting her stuff up and it's so curated to make you think she's this personality, but she really is not. That made me think, oh, okay, so.
Yeah. And when he was talking about his forgiving nature as well. Like, things don't really get to him. I was like, nah. She's done other stuff. Maybe she hasn't cheated in this way,
and then you put in all these boundaries and you broke all of them. What do you mean?
But even the thing of like somebody staying out until 1 o'clock in the afternoon
is wild.
She's done that before.
Exactly.
Like multiple times.
But there is no way. Like, if you really care for somebody, that you would be doing that. It's crazy. Not a phone call, not a text, not a pigeon, like nothing.
No, she said she crashed out. She said she crashed out. You know what? And I feel for him when he was saying about there was other people around the table that witnessed what was going on.
Your mic's not on. No,
oh shit! Maybe people were hearing me from yours. What's his name? The one that did the podcast with Poet.
Which one?
That was in there, and he was spending all the money. His name is on the tip of my Arhan. It's not Arhan.
Elhan.
Elhan. He was saying he was being a wingman, and he was like egging them on to do it. Now he is the worst guy anyway, because he would do things like that. But that's even more embarrassing.
So he saw that in there. He saw the chemistry between them.
And then when
you know what makes it worse?
He was saying he was the wingman. He was like egging them on, like you two should be together type shit. And he was laughing about it.
Yeah, but if you're doing industry work with industry friends, with people that know your man, to me that's the worst. Because it's not some random person.
Nah,
man. She needs way more flogging. She's getting away with too much scot-free.
She really has. She's got off really lightly.
Getting away with too much.
She's got off really lightly.
The amount of him that people have for Whitney, they don't even get 25%. And she's taking the fucking piss. Nah.
Yes. I feel like he had to do this because Indiyah ain't gonna do it. And Indiyah, the one that did the transgression, should have been the person to have the pod.
Exactly.
She should have come out on an apology tour, but she put up one little story. It weren't even on her main page.
No.
A story being like, I'm sorry, don't ask me nothing.
And I'm not going to speak on this again.
I'm not going to speak on this again.
No, come on now.
Nah.
Come on now. Come on.
Meanwhile, the man that you cheated on is getting rinsed out in the streets.
Yeah, and you're not even, and you know what makes it even worse? You see what's going on Twitter, because I follow her and she retweets bullshit all the time. Then, when this man is going through all this and people are wrongfully accusing him of stuff, you don't even come and clear his name.
No.
You don't even if you say, please leave Dami alone.
Do you know what the energy is similar like?
What?
What's the chick that got found out recently for sending a man to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, Victoria Everest.
It's a similar energy.
Yeah.
It's a similar vibe.
I see what you're saying.
Like, you will let a man crash and burn because you aren't like emotionally mature enough to kind of deal with your own feelings and what. Yeah, no.
And he still didn't throw her under the bus. Like, he was actually very considerate to her. And
Indiyah,
and even the way how he did this
she
interview was way more respectful than I ever would.
I'm telling you,
there is no way.
95% of men, maybe more, would have gone to town.
I would have burned down the black house tonight.
Would have gone to town. Like, are you're gonna do that to me? Nah, you're going to get both barrels.
Yeah.
So the fact
there
that
is
you
no way
that man that's in that 5% or less than 5% will come on there and be respectful. Nah.
And this is why you don't respect him. He's too nice.
Yeah. No, it's such a shame, and I feel like people have that as well. It's really interesting because generally, like, the kind of really solid good guys, I find there are a lot of women that will be like, nah, you can't trust them. Nah, there's something wrong with them. And she's actually lost out on a good man.
A very good man.
Dami has so many friends that could have written that letter. He couldn't even pinpoint who it was.
Right.
You lost a good man. Like,
and then look at his birthday. Look at how many people came out from all over the country for his birthday.
Yeah.
Nah.
She freaked that up.
She's wrong.
Yeah.
For Marlon.
Hey.
That's what made it worse. It's not even somebody that was worth the lemon was not worth the squeeze.
At all. At all. No, this is regrets. This is just pure regrets.
And you know what makes it, but what she doesn't realize is that her reputation may never recover.
I think it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, funnily enough, the only thing, and it will never happen, but the only thing that would remotely help her reputation is if they got back together.
I don't even know that will help.
But I feel like Dami has too much self-respect.
He would never. Because
he also knows her character. If she wanted to get him back, she would have needed to have done a proper apology pod.
Yeah.
And maybe it could have happened. But the fact that she left him out to the wind to just be cussed every day.
Taking shots.
Nah, you can't.
And her taking shots herself. Because how are you on TikTok about my man is a bitch? My ex-man said, what?
See, I didn't see that. So she was miming to my ex is a bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
When you're the villain. Nah.
So she was probably on some, why is he doing this podcast? No. You know what? I know people are saying she's a narcissist. It sounded like it. Mm-hmm. It sounded like this girl is actually crazy.
This is why you cannot protect people.
Yeah.
Because the fact that he was trying to be nice and protecting her is why people are now dragging him today.
Yeah.
Because he should have come out the next week and done this interview.
Yeah.
And mash up everything.
Paul was the right one to do it with. Paul was perfect.
He was.
Like Dami's PR people are sitting at home right now going, yes, finally.
Back in the game.
They've earned their money.
Never doubted Dami. Remember, I was riding hard for Dami in the chat. And you lot was cussing me. I'm never wrong.
Thank you.
Anyway. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We got Amarachi.
Amarachi, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. How are ya? Oh no.
Oh, I think your sound has gone.
Hello.
Oh, you were there and then you weren't. Are you there?
Is it reception?
Better. Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's your reception.
It's dipping in and out.
Okay, is it? I think it's back now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Go for it.
Happy anniversary. I think we'll start to.
Oh no, you've gone again.
Oh.
Okay, let me see if I can switch my network and try again.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, no problems.
Let me do that.
Let's see what the people them are saying. Lil V Bestie says we all see how Belle and Sammy be moving. And Whitney out here defending these women. No, I can't defend Whitney anymore. I get there's Whitney defenders, but she's had time to get media training. Yeah, Whitney should know better by now. Annie Fantastic says that will never ever happen. Men's standards are quite high. Yeah, I mean, I know it will never happen. Like, I know it will never happen. Also, Dami is not Cash.
I mean, somebody was asking about Cash and Tony. As far as I remember reading, they had got back together again. So.
Exactly. That's twice now, Cash.
But we don't know why they broke up.
No, this is twice. This girl's playing in your face.
No, he loves her.
This girl's playing in your face.
He loves her.
This girl's playing in your face. And Marachi, how you doing?
Did it go? Oh no.
Oh no. All right.
Okay. Let's see if she comes back.
Maybe, or I was gonna say maybe, because we are like well over 2 hours. So maybe on the next one.
I mean, it is also a long interview, but it's very good.
Yeah.
Like he just did such a phenomenal job. He picked the right person to go and talk to. Really well done.
Hilarious.
Oh, let's see.
Amarachi?
Can you?
Yes, I think I'm back. Is it better now?
Yes. That's it.
Go on.
Okay. Happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you very much.
So where are we getting the where are we getting the jollof?
We'll send it to you.
Okay. That's good.
Everybody's gonna get a party pack.
I think this is the first time that I'm going to be agreeing with this cat rocks. I mean, she kind of made valuable points. You know, we always have this head-to-head thing when it comes to Whitney, but she really hit the spots with Indiyah. I just can't believe she looks so innocent, but then she's, you know, one of those women in male-dominated fields, right? She has a narcissistic way about her where it's like, you know, and she just moves on with her life. I mean, to get the whole context now, to know Dami was heartbroken, he was in grief, and then she did that thing where, you know, you have a public relationship, whether or not you're like the outspoken one and there's someone who is not as outspoken as you have to protect your relationship. You have to protect the other person, you know, and I don't think she did that, you know, knowing fully well that he had a lot of, you know, things about him people have always been saying. And then if it's public, then whatever that you're doing, if you're moving on, if you're, you know, I think she should have just done, you know, the way Christian men, you know, apologize when they cheat on their wives.
Yes.
May they hold hands and do like a YouTube video. Yes. I think she should have done that. I just told us, I cheated, and I'm just tired of relationship. Probably I've outgrown this. I want something different for myself, and then just move on. And then we have both of them in video. We can see their facial expressions. We kind of, you know, make out what it is by ourselves, because now we see, okay, this is what it is. But, you know, we are quick to assume as society that
We were doing so well. We were doing so well.
Oh, reception was
And
going.
it's one of those things where we to kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, just give people the benefit of the doubt. He was heartbroken, you know. His tears really, it really touched me because, like Nana said, 1 year later, 2 years later, you're not still yourself.
No.
You're not the Dami you used to be 3 years ago. You're not the Dami you used to be 4 years ago. So losing a parent like that and having to step up, you know, we don't know if it's the stepping up that caused the issues. We don't know if, you know, a lot of things are overlapping, but the Dami before grief and the Dami after grief or in his grief will not be the same Dami. So she needed to step up in that aspect. And I don't think that she ever did that for him, which is really, really sad to see how, you know, sometimes, you know, we ask a lot from each other sometimes, and then we say, oh, you do for me, oh, you didn't do for me. And we keep pointing back at each other. And, you know, sometimes it takes someone who is mature to think and say, oh, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like this person, you know, that I met 3 years ago, you know, why is it different? Because I think people forget, you know, she coming to say her mental health. Yeah, it's good. It's good we name these things, but we need to also protect the person who is not outspoken, who is not also naming their struggles, because we're in this together. It's a partnership. It's a relationship that survived a year, 2 years. Now it's in his third year. And you know how Nigerian men can be. You know, his family was probably talking about marriage and things like that. And then
I can imagine he was probably on, and he's getting older as well. I swear they are in their late 20s now. I'm sure both of them were probably hearing you should be settling down. And how Dami moves, though, I feel like he was probably getting close to that in some way anyway. If you're going to buy a house together, you probably are thinking, well, in our 30s, we're probably going to get married. It's just a shame that you cheated on your man, but in your Snapchats, you're talking about your mental health. Come on now. Like, no, the girl's wild. she's actually crazy. It doesn't actually make sense. You know what you're doing.
Also, the other thing is that I'm thinking about is sometimes these things are protection. So it's like Dami's dad dies, and then in a year or so, this unveils itself to you. So it's like, yes, it's heartbreak. Yes, it's trauma. But what's worse? Not knowing and marrying this woman?
Yeah. That's why I feel like he can't get back with her.
Yeah, he won't. And I think also it's the thing of like coming from families like...
Someone's calling me this time when it's not an emergency.
It's like Nigerian families as well, where they're like...
I think, you know, things slowing down.
Yeah.
Experiencing seasons in a relationship and things slowing down does not mean that, you know, they would never pick up. I just feel like she lost a good guy, and you know, she has herself to hold to account for that. So
yeah, she does.
Yeah,
she did lose a good guy. I feel like, you know, we get tired. This generation really, we get tired of things easy. It's like we give up so easy. And like, you know, when you hear people who've been in relationships for a long time, 1 decade, 2 decades, you always have the decades where it's slow, it becomes better, and then you have the best times, you know? We give up too easily. It's like we don't get to experience our person just because we go half. We go half in, and then you just don't experience the beauty of a person just because you chicken out. You give up too easy. She does not have this longevity in her, even when she talks about like relationships and everything. I see that thing about, you know, the longevity of just staying in one place. I feel like you get to experience things that surprise you when you just say, oh, this is something and I want to do it for a long term. And unless it's like a very big problem, or it's something where it's threatening your life, the life of your loved one, or you're just not safe, then you give up.
Yeah. No, it's a real...
She did not experience him very well, and that's just, it's just really sad. It's really sad how we kind of just give up on people, just because things change a bit and there's like a rhythm that we don't understand. And I really do feel for him. I feel like, as a Nigerian myself, I know how hard it is. The firstborn, whether you're a girl or you're a boy, it cuts across all cultures. Even in the Caribbean, you have, cultures like that where people have to step up as a firstborn and take care of themselves while in grief. So everything you're doing as a person who is in grief, you're taking care of others in grief. You become a sibling, father, brother, elder brother in grief.
Yeah.
And then you have a lady who gives up. It's heartbreaking. Broke his heart twice.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I feel for him a lot. I really do. I'm glad he spoke up about it though.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't protecting her anymore because she weren't protecting him. So.
Yes. I love that he had that platform to talk about it. I don't think Indiyah will talk about anything. I just feel like sometimes we get to meet people in life to build more character. So Indiyah is this character for this season, and he has learned, and he will move on and let anyone say whatever they want to say. If he finds another woman who makes him happy, who is in it for the long term, my brother, grab her and do your thing.
Yeah.
All this online nonsense, they can have it.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Amarachi.
Thank you. Who came in next? Was it Maya?
Maya was next.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Maya? You okay?
I'm well, thank you. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Happy anniversary for you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, India is trash. The streets. No? I've seen that interview. That poor man, Dami. He protected her even in that interview. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's a good man. His dad will be proud of him. I think it's disgusting. When you're grieving, you can't be there for someone. They've been dating for 3.5 years. For the streets, as I said. I can't with India.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's not. This hasn't looked good for India.
No, it's not a good look.
Because it also shows the lack of maturity that she has in this. Because I think it is that thing of like, and Amarachi was just saying it, of like understanding that in a relationship it's not always going to be roses. And so one could argue, obviously we're all sitting here and speculating with our parasocial selves, but it's like, Dami's dad could have died, and then obviously the time after that, it's not going to be the greatest period in your relationship. But that's not the time to check out. I was thinking about the woman that went viral a few weeks ago, where her mother died, and at the time she had just got back with her husband. I think you guys covered her on the aunties.
Yeah.
And it's like, as much as there were things that the woman said that I didn't agree with, one thing that I was aghast at was, I think it was within 2 weeks of her mum dying, and then her noticing that her husband had pulled back a bit, and then her thinking that obviously he's known my mum for like 15 years, so actually he's going to be upset as well. Lo and behold, my man's like, yeah, no, actually I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And I'm just like, you know what? Even if you know that in your heart of hearts,
it's not the time.
It's not the time.
Exactly. It's just that simple.
It's not the time.
Like,
and it's like, you got to be a big boy, suck it up, and be like, I got to ride this out. I've got to be here for this woman. I've got to be here for my children who have lost their grandmother.
That's right.
I've got to ride it out.
I mean, India made it seem like I don't want to be with Dami anymore. Then don't be with him, innit? Don't cheat on him in public in a restaurant. Just be like, this isn't really working, and then you separate.
That's the worst part, Nana. She was in pub. She had no shame.
No.
At all.
None whatsoever.
All. And then your friends are going to be on Twitter talking about, but you don't know what he was doing. Bring the proof. If he was doing something with this Uche chick,
oh my word,
bring the proof.
Listen, if there was a video of Dami Dami would lose everything.
Yeah.
All endorsements, people would be calling up all sponsors.
And that's what I don't
If
think
there
is
was
fair.
something out there like that, we would have seen it by now.
Do you think though, Amaya, please answer this as well.
No,
what
it's
your
not
thoughts
fair.
are.
We can't have double standards. If
That's true.
Dami did what India did, there'll be no grace for him. They'll put him through the fire, like that's it.
Yes.
Cancel him. Men are trash. You know, these narratives will be around.
It would be all over. But do you think that Indiyah is not going to be on the morning after because of this? Do you think she's actually lost her job because of
I
this?
saw something today where it says that Indiyah and Amy have quit the one after pod song.
But do you think it has to do with this? Why they? I mean,
probably.
Amy obviously would be on maternity leave anyway, but I'm just wondering for Indiyah, were they like, you know what, let's switch this up because of what India's done? I wonder if she's cracked her life that much.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
You got Whitney on her crusade against Indiyah. It's disgusting. Meanwhile, Whitney is a little liar, saying, "Oh, India's a different girl behind the scenes." There's footage of them two hanging out together, so it's like, sweetie, when did this happen? So I just think Whitney's a bit better.
I did see that video as well where they have hung out a few times.
Yeah.
But also may have been a bit after.
Yeah.
Like you never know.
All right.
I just think she's unprofessional, to be fair.
I hear you though. I do hear you.
She wasn't giving that sass to Maya.
Sorry, say that again?
I said Whitney wasn't giving that sass to Maya. Because she knows what we stood for. She thought she could get Indiyah.
Yeah. But then also I think it's because Whitney has a kind of relationship with Maya as well.
Yeah. So, and she is friends with Dami as well. I think this cat actually may have hit the nail on the head, knowing more and how Dami is really liked and loved. I can understand maybe Whitney was a bit like, I don't even want to chat to this girl. Like,
yeah. She probably thinking, sis, handle what's going on in your own home, sweetie.
Very much so. Very much so.
Okay.
Thank you, Maya.
Annie, fantastic.
Hello, the Evans family.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you guys look great, by the way.
Oh,
thank you.
After all the years you've been together.
Yeah. 26. Well, this is our 14th
wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. See,
long time.
Yeah, I know Indiyah deprived Dami of that. So, what are we going to say?
Or Dami had a lucky escape before he married her.
Yeah, Dami definitely had a lucky escape.
Perspective. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Listening to that interview, my first thought was Dami has so much grace because he probably didn't do the interview earlier because he wanted Indiyah to finish her Love Island podcast, because if this had come out before, the Winter Love Island or All Stars came out, I don't think Indiyah would have been on that podcast. It would have been a lot.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. And even Inside.
Yeah.
Well, she had already filmed Inside.
Yeah, but he could have put it out alongside Inside being on.
Yeah.
He didn't. He just allowed all of that space and time
to come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm convinced that they knew that this interview was coming out, so they had to wrap it up really nicely and say Indiyah and Amy, who's collateral damage, are leaving the show or the podcast.
Yeah.
She's on maternity. And you don't fire people on maternity leave, so they probably negotiated well.
What we got to look out for next is if Amy unfollows Indiyah on social.
Well, I'm sure that Indiyah has apologized to Amy about this. But anyway, and then listening to Dami's story, I felt really bad for the boy because all along, obviously, he's had this very interesting, controversial character on the internet. And obviously, I think he's kind of fed into it, but it's worked in his favor to a great extent. However, I think Indiyah must have been tired of Dami a long time ago, and she probably was looking for a way to escape. And Inside gave her the escape that she needed, because he said, leading up to the end of the relationship, her family started to behave a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Your family doesn't do things without you co-signing what they do, usually. So she probably had whispered to this and that cousin, sister, auntie, mom, and then that fed into how they were perceiving him. And I think sometimes when people are younger, let me give Indiyah a bit of grace. When you're young and naive, you don't really appreciate a good relationship, right? Because, I mean, I never really thought that their relationship was all that fantastic, but listening to him speak today, I realized that she really did have a good relationship, because he still can afford her some grace after all what she's done. You know, and I think she'll look back 5 years from now, and realize how much she messed up, because she probably would. She's a beautiful girl. She's got pretty privilege. By the way, the backlash she's not getting here is because of how beautiful she is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because pretty privilege is a thing. And but I think the way she's messed up, it's been too open. She's messed up in front of the whole world. Everyone knows that she's a cheater. It would play into her next relationship, because, it's one thing to cheat in private, but to cheat in public, for the whole world to see, knowing that we're in a social media age, that's trifling.
Yeah. And it doesn't work in the same way as men cheating for women as well. Like, it's not like she will have other relationships, but it's always going to be something to tap into. Like, she's not going to run from this in any way.
No.
Keep on plaguing the next relationships unless she starts changing herself. So she's got a lot of work to do. I really hope she isn't a narcissist and she is just like young and dumb, and she can really sit down and work on herself and be like, okay, my next relationship, I'm going to be a better partner.
Yeah, but she would have to at some point take more accountability in public, because she would realize that if she doesn't do this apology tour now, she'll have to do it later. Yeah, because I think it's not going to slide. She's going to still work in TV and everything, but it's going to affect her life to a certain extent, because that's how it goes for women anyway.
Yeah.
It
does. I mean, you say this, but some people's career can really end just like that.
Yeah.
Like, especially losing Love Island, we may not see her again. Like, it can be that dastardly.
Because even if I think about it from a commercial perspective, I can't think of where I would see Indiyah next.
Yeah.
Too many places. I don't know. There isn't many.
Because she lost the Mobos, didn't she? She hosted the Mobos, then she lost that after the story came out.
The Mobos always like a yearly thing. They change the presenters every year.
They do switch them up quite often.
But I can't place her for, like, even, like, say for example, ZZ Mills. Like, ZZ's got like a show on Capital on a Sunday or something like that. I can't see Indiyah doing the equivalent. Like, who cares enough to give her like a radio slot like that?
Just don't know the music in the same way. I wonder. But if anything, maybe she could get that though. Maybe she could get a radio show.
If she does, it's going to be like on one of those
Kiss FM, maybe.
Yeah.
But like the obscure ones, do you know what I mean? Like,
interesting. But I mean, a presenting gig, I don't know if Indiyah could bag one. I'm not sure.
And mind you, Love Island is rolling out girls every summer, so
it's a tough marketplace.
It is.
It's a tough marketplace. But
well, I always thought that was going to be Whitney in her season. I thought Whitney was going to be the next one, but obviously that didn't go to plan. But maybe Ella could be the one that they push, because Ella gets a lot of red carpets. You know what, Uma? People like her.
I've not seen Uma.
Yeah, I think Shakira though might be the next one.
Money. Yeah. Oh, you know what, Shakira? There actually is a few people that can take over this job.
Yeah.
Shakira I'd actually like Shakira on The Morning After.
Oh, she would be quite good. But no, I want it to go to Sorrel.
Yeah.
Sorrel deserves
that.
But Sorrel will really have to she'll really have to bite her tongue.
Yeah. She already had to apologize when she was on there.
Who?
Sorrel.
Sorrel.
She just was being real.
It's
a different thing when you're working for the machine.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Sorrel was so good.
Yeah. So anyway, in India, it's just really messed up. And Dami going through all this grief and really crying, I think there's something very empowering about that as well.
Yeah.
Being vulnerable in front of the world. That's what we've been saying that some of them should do, cry. You know, if Whitney could cry, it would help her a bit, you know.
I hear.
Well,
yeah. And I bet you, if Indiyah comes out, I think she's gonna do the cry, you know.
She needs to.
But I think she should just stay in the naughty corner because she's done too much.
Yeah. It's gonna take a lot for, I think. There's the thing about Whitney is like Mama, and the people that love her really love her, and the people that don't like her really don't like her. And it's gonna take a lot for her to turn the people that don't like her. So then you have to ask yourself, is it even worth the energy? Just
Whitney's just got to do her.
Let me tell you something. Those of us who ride for Whitney will ride for her forever, you know. I'm part of Whitney Defense League, so so yeah, I mean, this cat rocks. Is it This Cat Rocks? She was absolutely correct about that. You know, people are unfair to the girl, in my opinion. It's not like she hasn't put herself in trouble, but I think they take it too far. You know, the punishment is greater than the crime in her case.
It's all you parasocials, mate. All right, we're gonna move on, Annie. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
All right then. Bye.
Was it Bookie or Val? Bye. Was it Bookie or Val? I feel like it was Bookie.
Okay.
Or
It
Val,
was
are you
me.
there? Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Can you
hate
hear
to have
us?
to do this. I really hate to. Why do you always put me in these uncomfortable positions? Like, oh my gosh.
What have we done?
I love it when Val does a rundown. Go on, Val.
Okay. I guess I'll give a disclaimer. I do not agree with anything Indiyah did. Cheating is wrong. She should have left.
Okay.
I do just want to talk about the narrative of Dami being a good guy. Because when did that come about? This is really doing my head in. Like, Dami has been controversial on the show, after the show, during the relationship. Dami has been a controversial figure from time. Like, if Indiyah had cheated on like a Ovi, we would have sympathy. But if you're like a Dami or like a Tyreek, it's hard for the public to give you sympathy when you're so controversial. And that Casa Amor thing, that's when his downfall first started with the most of the public outside. 2, you came out, you named your brand Snow Bunny. We don't like that. Why would you do that? 3, you then went on an interview and said Jamaican women are baby mothers. Nobody has came back from that. And then 4, you're now, even when they were in a relationship, people were pointing out that him and Uche were very close. Now that you're out of the relationship, you're still close, even where to the point where Madam Joyce, your own friend, is going on her platform and saying that they're playing into the narratives. So it's like, I do have sympathy for Dami, but at the same time, I can also see why he isn't getting it as much because people just don't like him. He's not liked.
I
love Val.
I disagree with you, Val.
Like, I wish, like, I get it, but you cannot be a villain and then expect sympathy. You will never get it.
Yeah, I just can't buy into this him being a villain. I think, first of all, you going back and bringing up Casa Amor, I think that's dead.
That's where it started. That's where it started. That was his downfall track.
Him picking Summer definitely was
and then
the
coming back and arguing with Summer and arguing with Indiyah. When he told Summer to shut up, that was also a part of the downfall.
But if we're gonna bring up Casa Amor, we're going to go back there. Then we also, as he said in the interview, we also have to acknowledge he came back, went with someone. Indiyah also came back with someone.
No, I also agree. I agree with that. I'm just saying that his narrative with the public has never been good since then. That's it. I agree with him that Indiyah did bring someone back. I agree
my
both of
question
them being
is
trash
that
in that instant.
why is his, they both did the same thing, but his image with the public has never been the same. Why only his? Why not hers? When they both did the same thing?
Because after that, what did Indiyah do after that? Nothing. What did
we
he do
don't
after
know.
that?
Sleeping with light-skinned
See,
boys.
we don't know. But he wants to be Snow Bunny, so we do know. See, we know his, we don't know hers. That's the thing.
Even with the Snow Bunny thing, like I was the first, but when the Snow Bunny thing came out, I looked at it and I rolled my eyes, yeah. And then when sitting listening to him today, I was like, okay, I still never would have agreed this. Like if I was your virgin, I'd have been like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but it's a hard no. But watching him on that thing and understanding, okay, so you're like that creative that always wants to stand out of the crowd.
So Kanye, so Nana's guy, Kanye, basically.
Yeah. He is.
So like you want to go against the grain because you want to stand out. People are not gonna like that, and you have to take what comes with that. If you want to stand out and go against the grain,
nothing wrong with wanting to stand out.
It's nothing wrong to stand out, but when you're standing out and that's the controversy, people are not gonna like that. Stand out in a good way. Why do you want to stand out and defend nobody? Pick another word. Say it in Spanish or something. Say blanco, like, I don't know, rabbit. Why do you want to say snow bunny? It's like if you want to be a Kanye, Kanye gets backlash all the time. You're going to have to like stand in that. Like, I get it. You have to stand in that. You can't go on a platform and be like, oh, I don't know why people think I'm such a bad guy. Okay, you're not proving them right.
No, I hear you. But I also get the tide that he's kind of going through, like being the contrarian, wanting to stand out. I understand that energy. So I don't see it as a negative. It is a negative.
Honestly,
you're doing the polls. I get what he's doing with it as well, but that doesn't negate that he probably has morals, has a big heart.
Yeah.
And I think those are the things that, as the partner for Indiyah, when you have the public support, sometimes you have to come out and you've got to kind of boost your partner. And I feel she didn't ever do that. So it was all good for Dami to be the villain, but I'm doing the same thing as Dami. And that's where it's sly. That's where he needs to think of, okay, what did I let her just get away with? And I was the villain on, but maybe she was being a villain. He has to think about how he played into it as well.
I honestly think this cheating is a great part for his image because I have never been a huge fan of Dami. I've never followed him. But I feel like since this thing, I can, like, he's coming across a lot better for me. I feel like sometimes you need something crazy to happen for people to like you. I feel like this was it for him.
You know what? And I absolutely understand
it.
Like,
he even looks better to me now. Look like he's taking care of himself.
I actually get it, and I do think in the long scape, he's 20-something. When he looks at his life in 50 years, he will be able to see how he skated on the poles and how this helped him. It may have hurt, it would have hurt his heart, but he would understand in the scape of his life how he was playing that game as well.
Right.
But yin and yang. You find your pieces. It's just how you play it going forward, and that's the same for Indiyah.
Right.
You were attracted to him as well. There has to be a reason why you two were attracted to each other.
Right.
And he can pivot from there.
I think everything happens for a reason. This is what needed to happen for him to, I guess, make a turning point in his public image. Like him doing this interview and like how he's been acting since the breakup has all been great. If he continues this trajectory, things could completely turn around and he can become like, if Indiyah continues to like act a certain way, he can surpass her now. Like if things continue to happen this way, honestly, he can surpass her popularity.
Yes. And I hope he does.
If he's now honest. So that whole facade of I don't care and I play the controversy, now you turn it into, actually, I'm going to be way more of myself. He can turn the tide again. And then his next relationship, if it's a beautiful one, Uche or whoever he would be with,
It can't be Uche. If it's Uche, he will lose it. He will lose it.
Uche
If
can
it's
never be
Uche, he is going to be back to the villain.
Who was Billikis?
But that's his ex.
So?
Right.
Huh?
No, I feel like
anybody who hasn't been there during their relationship is, I don't know, Uche is just, they're playing into the narratives. They really are, like that date night thing, they're playing into it. It honestly cannot be Yewande either. I see they're becoming a lot more closer, I guess. I don't know what's happening between him and Yewande. But it can also not be her either.
I like Yewande, and they have science in common. That would be really cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a scientist as well.
Look at all these black, Irish, Nigerian scientists.
No,
man.
Yewande, isn't she Scottish?
No, Yewande's
Was
Irish.
she Irish as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
and my last point before I go,
yeah.
Whitney likes to come on this internet and talk about peace and stop bullying and stop talking about people. Then the next day she want to post things. You cannot do that and expect people not to talk. Now when Indiyah comes back and shades you again, I don't want to hear no crying about how she's not nice to you. She's bullying you behind the scenes. You don't know how to shut your mouth. That's all I want to say.
Fair play. I can't argue with that one.
Oh, good, Val. Thank you.
Bye, Val. Was it Bookie next? Yeah. Bookie.
Is it working?
Bookie, are you there? Bookie.
I think the sound keeps on dipping.
Bookie?
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm going to try earphones and see if that works. Hold on.
Yeah, because there's an echo.
Hello?
Gone. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, the echo's
Can
gone.
you hear me now? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. A part of me wishes I went first before Val, because what I'm about to suggest and say is a stark difference to what she just said. Oh my God.
All right, let's have it.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to put something out there, yeah, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. I have a theory. If I was to say that I think that Indiyah might be low-key colorist, what do you guys say to that?
Colorist?
Yeah.
Okay. Expand on your theory. I'm
Do you know what? This is about to go somewhere. Because it's like...
go on.
Okay. So when I say colorist, I don't want everyone to have their guard up and instantly think I'm saying like a deep, like, you know, the actual definition of colorism is like a proper hatred, right? That's what that is for darker skinned people, right?
Yeah.
Now, when I say this about Indiyah, I'm not saying that in particular. What I'm saying is more so about her having a preference, quote unquote, / obsession with lighter skinned men. So now I've rephrased it like that, what do you guys think?
Okay, so other than Marlon, who else was there?
Yeah, I need more evidence of her.
Okay, I will. Don't worry, okay. I've got one example, but I think it's enough to prove that there's low-key a track record. Okay. So the reason why I first thought of this was I remember when all of this stuff started happening, I started thinking about Central C for some reason. And a part of me had memory that she had said one time, or maybe a couple times, something about her liking Central C, right? So I was like, I can't just make this up. So let me go on Twitter and do some research or Reddit or whatever. So I went on Twitter and I typed in Indiyah's name and I typed in Central C's name, because you know Twitter will give you the historical record, right?
Yeah.
So when I've done that, a whole barrage of tweets has come out of that predates back to when it was her original season. I can't remember when that was. 2022? When was that? 2023. From then up until now, where certain people, when this has happened with her and Dami, certain people have kind of clocked what I've clocked a bit. So tweets from back then till now, where people are mentioning also that when she was on Love Island, even I think maybe her intro video, or mostly when she was on Love Island and after when her and Dami had come out, she kept saying how her type was Central C and her preference, or her, you know, what's that phrase they like to use? Celebrity crush. Right. That's what they say, right? she kept on saying that. And I was like, now it rings a bell. I remember. And I remember, I think there were times, even when they had come out, she had said this when Dami was there. In a couple interviews, I think one was on Snapchat and one was like in a Post Island. You know those jigga interviews that they do, like you know those like there's kind of beach hut, what is it, Cosmopolitan or stuff like that. Right. I remembered her. I think it came up, and that kind of like I don't know. You might not be able to find the evidence for it. It kind of like made Dami like, what's the word when you like flinch a little bit at just hearing that, because you know you're not that, you know. Dami's a darker skinned man, right? The other thing I found out when I was doing the research for Central C and Indiyah on Twitter was that I think at one point she had said on her season that I think the person in there that she was the most interested in or was closer to her type, I'm just going off of, this is so long ago, so I'm just going off of tweets, was Davide at the time.
Oh. I remember there was something with Davide, but Davide wasn't on it.
Wasn't on her, what, like her top 3 or something?
Yeah. And I don't know if that was production trying to, but there was, her and Davide did have convos, but you could tell Davide is not going to be with
No, not at all, right?
Yeah.
But I do think, I would have to go back and watch that season, but I do think there was something, maybe she had mentioned that Davide was like the closest. Obviously, he's not Central C, but she was talking about if in here, out of all the few pickings that you've got in here, who's the closest? And I think she said Davide, right? So it just makes me think, And now, wait, fast forward to now, you've now got you got on the show with a darker skinned black man, that's now your boyfriend. Fast forward 3 years, that's your boyfriend. And you've now cheated on that boyfriend with somebody who is like, if you pull up a picture of Marlon, he is like a Barbie version of Central C.
I can see it. They're not dissimilar men.
Exactly. Exactly. If you pull up the picture, he literally looks like, if you were to, you know that show, Super Size versus Super Skinny, or Super Muscle versus Super No Muscle, or whatever. That's what they literally look like each other, right? I think I've always been a believer that if you're somebody that has a type and that type isn't what you are, that's weird to me.
Eventually, you get a call in home.
I mean, as theories go, it's kind of makes
Thank you.
sense.
See, I'm making sense.
I feel like it holds water a little bit. My only pushback is Deji that she brought back in was also dark skin.
Okay, but let me give you the comeback again. Thank you. You didn't have any option, because when you go in there, you ain't got, there's no sense. If you think about her season on that cast, there's no Central C there. That's why she had to say Davide is the closest, because I guess in a way he is, out of the pickings that were in there, he is the closest to a Central C if you deep it. Who else was a Central C?
You know what the other funny thing is just as this live was going on and I was just Googling certain things, a picture of Indiyah came up and I forgot one of the first people that she was partnered up with was the Ikenna guy, who I think is probably, you could say, is slightly darker than Dami. Not by much, but a little bit. But if you see the picture of the two of them together, she looks bloody miserable.
Yeah. He was dry.
He was, but also, like, I don't know if using who she got into couples with on the show is a good example, because you ain't got no choice. There's slim pickings in there. Like, there's no choice. You don't have any choice. So as a darker skinned black woman, you're going in there, and whether you like it or not, there's even the dark skinned black men, most of the time that they bring on that show, they're not even picking the dark skinned black girl, right? So you're not going in there and getting no Central C. Some of the black men don't even want to be with the black girls on that show, right? So you had no choice but to accept who's coming to you. And the people who are finding her attractive on that season are dark-skinned black men. She ain't got no choice, or she leaves the show. You know?
I mean, but she also was with Dami for 3.5 years.
I understand that. I agree with you.
I get what you're saying. If Dami had said, my type is...
even just white women.
Tyler.
I don't know, like, it was a white woman, let's say.
White woman, Paige.
and he then got with a black woman,
Yeah.
I feel like all of us would be like, but that's not your type. At every iteration.
We did that with Connor.
Yeah.
We did that with Connor.
And he didn't even tell us who his type was.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like she can be held to the same standard as a guy. If Dami definitely said it was a mixed race girl, we would be like, you don't even want to be with Indiyah. And we wouldn't let that go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long they were together.
Yeah.
We'd always be like, but remember, he said his type was Tyra. Like, it would just Tyler. It would be the thing.
Yemen. Yemen.
Yeah, and his penchant for a white chick.
And people at the beginning, people were saying, nah, he's not into Whitney, blah, blah, blah. Now look.
This is what I'm saying. It holds something to this.
Yes.
I don't think it's a straight colorism. But it's a preference.
Yes.
Yes, the preference is color, but I don't think it's rooted in a strong colorism.
No, it's not. No, that's why I had to preface
more
that.
to say. Maybe her preference is lighter, so you are prepared to throw away 3.5 years with somebody because your preference came along.
An eyelid at you, exactly.
Your preference came along, but your preference didn't want you. What can you do?
I don't think he would be with a dark-skinned girl. Like, I just don't think that is Marlon's bag.
You see, and then he went when that whole debacle ended. What did he do? He flew back to the US and was all up on his light-skinned girlfriend.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a bit more of him.
So when
this is interesting.
Bookie, I think you're onto something.
Can I just say quickly one last thing, because I know you guys are getting tired, you want to wrap up, but quickly, when, like, I'm not saying, like, for example, I do believe, like, these people can have, who are so adamant about preferences that aren't what they are, right? You can have that and then fall in love with someone that isn't that preference, right? You can, but in my opinion, that unless you undo the work that has made you have that preference doesn't just vanish into thin air, right? So throughout that relationship, right, I wholeheartedly believe she still had that preference, but she did still love Dami. Do you know, what's the name of that, you know that white man that's with Taylor Swift? What's his name? You know that he's
Kelsey.
like
Travis Kelsey.
Yes. So I don't know how much you guys know about him, but he's kind of like known for before Taylor Swift, he had a black woman fetish apparently that he was on. Now, I don't believe you were consistently dating these black women. They are not what you are. They're not white women. You have this thing for black women. Now you've got with Taylor Swift. I don't doubt that he likes her. He could be in love with her. I don't know that relationship. But that black woman fetish doesn't just vanish into thin air. You know? You have to do the work to undo that. You know? Am I making sense?
The work may be enough in being with a chick that is basically a billionaire.
Yeah.
That may be enough.
You'll be like, I ain't gonna fumble this.
But then is that because of the love or because of the love of the money? You love the money.
After a while, if we heard that Travis had an affair with a black woman, is anybody going to be surprised? We'll all be like, well,
exactly.
It's normal. That's normal.
Exactly. So again, you're right. Like, I had to just use colorism for lack of a better word, but ultimately, it's not that deep hatred for darker skinned black men. I don't think she walks around like that. But I just feel like she had that very, when we were younger, when I was younger especially, there was this kind of like childish phase, colorist phase, where because darker skinned black girls were dealing with colorism, we then also developed that very short phase of liking light skinned men as well. I don't think Indiyah grew out of that, I think she still had that. And you guys keep talking about how you think, everyone's been speaking throughout this whole thing. Indiyah's immature. She's childish, she's immature, right? Because you have to be a little bit immature and a little bit childish, a little bit stupid to do what she did publicly. Think about that, right? I don't think she's mentally mature, so I don't think she grew out of that phase that black girls had when we were younger of liking light-skinned men. So I think she still has it. Yes, so that's my point.
As queries go, I like it.
It checks out.
Okay. All right. I'm happy to pass the baton.
You a question?
Oh, Amarashi's has a question.
Okay.
Okay, so do you mean that if someone has a preference, because I do believe when it comes to matters of the heart, it's really tricky sometimes when we started diving about preferences and whatnot. Do you believe that a person could have a preference but still be in a relationship where they're in that relationship for so long, but then they still have wandering eyes? They still yearn for something that they may or may not believe that they could get if their situation changes, you know? Is that what you mean when you talk about Indiyah and Dami being in a relationship for this long, and then having a slight space or situation change where she can now be with someone else that is exactly what she talked about?
Basically, that is exactly
that's what I'm saying. I think she because when you, I'm gonna add another layer to it quickly. I'll make it quick because I know you guys probably want to wrap up, right? But I think when you think about who goes after darker skinned black girls, especially in the UK, right? I don't know if there's a really good TikTok of this woman where she was explaining how light-skinned men, biracial men in the UK, they almost never go for black girls, right? And a lot of the ones that I've noticed that do, they tend to be American, hence Marlon, he's American, right? I think Indiyah saw her chance. I think she's probably not really ever had much success with maybe getting with these men that are her preference, especially in the UK when they're all going through this I hate black girl phase, right? She saw her chance with Marlon and she lost her head. I think she lost her head because finally, my type, my preference, my light-skinned wiggers want to give me a little lips and duck and waffle at 2 a.m., you know? And she just jumped, she pounced, she jumped at it.
This is my moment.
Oh my God, this is my moment. Like, she jumped for it. Like, and I think throughout that, yes, she loved Dami, but oh my God, this is my chance. Like, this is my chance to be with who I've always, my central C, my Barbie central C. He wants to kiss me. I have to take it. I have to take it.
I have to tell you no. Just so that you know, my preference is really rich old women.
What's Angela Bassett?
There you go. Just letting you know.
So I do think that Amarachi,
Marlon is Swedish.
He's Swedish,
but
and then lives in America.
But he's American. Like, he's American. He's Swedish, but he's American, right? Like,
no, people are saying, what was it? It's Regina. She said, "Okay, I'm on board."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is.
I think Vicky has made a case, and I learned something about how it would look like, preference-wise, especially when you come on and said, this is what I like, and then you do a relationship for that long, and then you come out and then jump back into what you told us. Because, like, the internet never forgets, and the court of public opinion is intelligently flimsy sometimes. We just act as if we're not really interested in all of these things, but some people like to gossip, and some people like to watch Nia and Nana talk about people's talk about people's relationship. So I'm sad. I'm learning a lot, you guys. Please, you guys should keep connecting to the talks like this. I really am learning a lot. I noticed something, Nia and Nana. This platform, it kind of keeps logging you out if you don't have enough space. Why are we not using StreamYard though?
So, what I found with this one when I used it today, when you finish, it like just automatically gives you clips, and they were really good. So I was like, okay, let's try this one. So it kicks you out.
So if you don't have enough space on your phone, it's telling you to like. I mean, I love you guys, but I'm not about to delete all of my apps,
I mean, how much do you really love us? Right.
Okay.
I mean, no, not really. Like, finance apps and apps for school and apps for life and everything.
Fair enough. We'll let you off. We'll let you off.
No, we probably will be, but because it's not been as easy this way round as it was during a recall.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to say is, while we analyze people's lives and social lives and the lack thereof, I don't want us to villainize everyone, because if we're villainizing everyone, then there will be no Batman. Everyone will be a villain, and there will be no Batman. So while we are, looking at people from this angle and that angle, we actually need to give them the open-minded benefit of the doubts. We give them to an extent. I would like the benefit of the doubt. Nee would like the benefit of the doubt. And I would like the benefit of the doubt. So we don't need to villainize everyone. We're all trying to just live our lives. And then we have people who actually show us what happens in their own lives. So we kind of need to give them a chance to share, and then it depends on them. Some people, they're very good at presenting themselves, and when there's trouble, they stop sharing. And there are people who don't share immediately, or they get fed up and then they start to share. So we actually need to give people that time and that grace until they can come out and say, this is what happened to me. A lot of people didn't know his dad died at some point. A lot of people didn't know he was in grief. And then they see all of these things. One of my favorite persons ever, great comedian, good with words, Trevor Noah. He always talks about context. You need to have context. You cannot just go in and say, oh, this is it, this is my take, and this is final. How I feel about Indiyah today may change next year. We give people space to develop character. So there are a lot of people, even when we watch movies, even the so-called the villains, we sometimes root for them because at some point there is character development that actually resonates with us, So we give people enough chance to be like, okay, so unless someone has shown, so I learned something from my dad, so a behavior and a character. A behavior is a one-off thing. A person can do something in a spur of a moment, in a twinkle of an eye, and then they regret it. A character is a continuous aspect of themselves. It's never hidden. They're so consistent with it that they do it and do it and do it. And that's when you can say, oh, so this is who you are. But when people behave a certain way, we let them off because we would like to be let off. And until we can explain ourselves. And then, you can say, oh, this is different from this. And so scenarios may differ, things may differ, and we never truly know. At the end of the day, whether it's reality TV or not, we never truly know what is going on in people's bedrooms, in people's backyards, in people's patios, in their innermost times when the light goes off and when they have their robe on and when they're thinking and when they're doing things. They could just be laughing at us and we just keep,
You said it perfectly.
We keep talking about them.
I think.
But the thing though is we will not keep talking about them because the psychology of reality TV is we go to escape our own lives. So we will never keep talking about them. But, we will definitely keep talking about them, So thank you so much, Nia and Nana. It was so good. It was so good of a live today to watch you guys. The watch alongs are so interesting.
Yes,
I need to
thank
join
you
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you.
And coming on and chatting with us as well. It all adds to it. But no, you said it perfectly. That is the truth. We don't know.
But also, I will give Indiyah grace when she comes on and speaks properly. Does her apology or whatever.
Yes, I think we should also do that. We don't need to zero our minds.
And then we can talk and we can discuss. But the trying to just kind of do a little story and be like, I'm not going to talk about this again. Then
you've opened yourself up in the same way. I mean, I do love Bookie's theories. As theories go, I like that one.
Period.
I like it.
Thank you, Bookie.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
We are 3 hours, 12 minutes.
No way have we been.
Yes,
wow.
I am way past my bedtime. Plus, I got an early start in the morning. But much love to all of you for tuning in and for sticking with us for this long. It's much appreciated.
Amazing. And we will probably be back with StreamYard. I mean, I do like this app. It's just glitchy. It's got...
Yeah, look. So even I wanted to play this for Bookie for her take.
For her take.
I don't know if it's going to play. Let's see. Bookie, this is for you.
Oh, that's a take, no debate, that's heavyweight. Chat went crazy, wide awake. Say it with chest, for Evan's sake.
That's for you, Bookie.
It was a good theory.
It's a good theory.
I love a theory.
Yes, we do. All right, so when we back?
It'll be next week.
Next week
it will be Watch Along Wednesday again. It was just, this was too juicy to wait until tomorrow. And we want suggestions because we don't know what we should do.
Also, I'm open to like other things.
Yeah, we can watch other stuff. If you're watching like, I don't know, a really good episode of Paradise or something, you're like, you know what, guys, let's watch along to that episode, or something that we are not following the whole season, just say, let's watch episode 5 of da-da-da. It was really interesting, and discuss it.
But also, if there's just like general discussion topics that you're like, actually want to talk about this, also open to that as well.
Yeah.
So let us know. Let's
do that. Let's do that.
Right.
Man,
get to bed.
You. If anybody was with us for the full 3 hours,
clap for yourself. You're a real one.